all right. I don't know. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let's get my pages set up. Let's go share screen. Share. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that.
Waiting for the verdict.
Let's get rid of that.
Think it's gonna happen.
Okay, we'll see if anybody wants to join me at this early hour.
Wherever it flows, it flows.
Oh, looks like I got somebody on. I'm going to turn this on here to see if I can hear me. It's the easiest way to do it. Descriptions. Bingo. All right, we'll see if my sound works. Does my sound work? Okay, I have sound. All right. We got 3 people. Please throw something in the chat so I know you're here. I know who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to myself. That would be amazing. I wasn't sure if I was going to get anybody this early in the morning or not, but nobody else is on. So what the hell? I figured I'd offer you something. And again, it's one of those deals where I'm going to be sitting watching it anyway, so I might as well watch it with somebody. So yeah, again, please throw something in the chat. Let me know you're here. Let me know who you are. Let me know why you're watching. Good morning, good morning. I should probably throw his name on the screen. We are watching JLR Investigates. Let's see, what can I get rid of? I can get rid of this one. JLR Investigates on YouTube. All right. And we will show that. Is it showing? It is. Okay, good. Anybody in chat yet? Still no chatters. No chatty Cathys this morning. It's showing I got viewers. So that's good. Just got home from work. Hope everybody's having a good morning. It's nighttime for me, or evening. Normally I try to go to bed right when I get home from work, but I'm a little interested in what's going on right now. I've been watching this from work. And according to what I've seen and read, the jury is in deliberation right now. Let me turn JLR down a little bit. Wish there was a way for me to hear it and you guys didn't have to, but anyways, yeah. So closing arguments went on the last couple of hours. This is in Texas, which I think is 2 hours ahead, so it would be 11:23 there, if I'm correct on my time zones. So 11:23, and the jury is deliberating. I've been watching. What the heck?
Hello, guys. We're talking about the Epstein files. Right.
Somebody at my front door.
She said, no, I'm not going to get into that one.
Okay, he didn't hang out very long. Okay. Apparently it wasn't that important. Well, you can see if I could see the truck pulling out, or car, whatnot.
news stations for the last 5 years and got tired
I'll
of
go
doing
back
it.
here.
She's just doing your thing today.
Sorry, guys. I'm looking at my security cameras because
Checked out a YouTube channel.
looks like somebody
I've
was
got a
just here.
website I can
What's
give
up?
you.
Yeah. You want to give yourself the plug?
Um, sure.
We got a subscriber of JLR Investigates out here. Timothy, how are you?
Timothy Carroll here, 27 years in
Huh?
news
Not sure what that was
photojournalism.
about.
You can find
Anyways,
me at
yeah. So I've been watching and
timothy.4.app
getting
currently. With
updates
that, you
on
can log
the
into my
closing arguments.
timothyandcarroll.com domain.
I searched and
Once I
searched
get
and
all of
searched
these
and could not
updates.
find anybody that was
Love
in
it.
the courtroom
I do
showing
a
the
little bit
closing
of everything. I
arguments.
mainly do just breaking news
I
right
don't know if that's
now.
a deliberate thing or
Spent the last 4 or 5 years working in news stations
I
as
had
a
not
landscape
heard.
capacity.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, so
Very
if you're looking
familiar
at the
with both
screen, look off to
photojournalism,
the
breaking news, events, sports,
what would be
anything
my right
outside
hand side of the guy on the
protests.
screen. There's a
And
guy with the
yeah,
flag on him
it's
over
amazing.
here.
I actually
He
live
was actually going around
right
challenging
here.
everybody, all
And I think
the
here our
the
Brunson's going on from home.
news people, all the
But
media. He was challenging
yeah,
all the
you
media
know,
to rock paper scissor matches,
shameless plug.
and
Check
he
me
seemed to be
out.
winning a lot more than he was losing.
Shoot
He's
a lot of
actually
still
pretty good at
photography
it.
and a lot of video.
So that was kind of funny.
What's that?
If
Thank you
anybody's
for
been
being a
paying
subscriber
attention
to
to
JLR
things
Investigates, Tim.
throughout the morning, you'll
Thank you.
recognize that
Nice
guy
meeting
right
you.
there. He was kind of funny.
Take care.
He seems pretty friendly sort, unlike some of the people that are there, and that's what's got me worried. There is there's a lot of tension building in all the demonstrations outside of the courthouse here. It's a rather large parking lot, a lot of green space outside of it, and
Yeah, I figured this was easier.
there's a lot of tension. There's obviously two different factions. And what's bothering me is one particular side of the story is getting very,
Yeah.
very violent with things, threats of violence, a lot of
That's about $60,
really
$70.
negative rhetoric going on.
Yeah, the Neo Photo tripod itself
Yeah, my
is
cameras are
probably
going
around
berserk, and I can't
70,
figure out
and
why. There's nobody
the
in my
fluid
yard
head on it
anymore.
went out on me.
Might
It
be
just
because of the rain.
fell apart. And so
Um,
I took an old Davison Sanford, which is just about as
yeah, there's. I don't
solid
know
as
if
you can
anybody's
get.
been paying attention or not, but there's been a lot of weird stuff being said,
It's just solid.
a lot
And
of
then
racist
I
stuff being
created a back
said.
here for it that holds the phone
This
for the
has
suction.
turned, I mean,
So
predictably
yeah,
so,
it does the
this
job.
has turned
Yeah, I get
into
one of those just cheap ones from Walmart.
a racial
It's
issue
one of
rather
these things
than
I've had so many break and so many stolen.
Yeah,
That if it gets stolen,
I have broken so many
rather
things and
than
broke so much. I just
about the
you know,
facts and what actually happened.
fix what's not broken, and if you can, you
A
know,
lot of the
yeah.
Carmelo
Take
Anthony
care, Timothy.
supporters are
Bye. Hey, how are you?
making very, very,
Brings you out here. We're also, are you from the area?
they're emphasizing the word alleged constantly. And it's not really alleged. He admitted he did it right after he did it. I mean, there's obviously he stabbed somebody and that person is no longer with us. That's not alleged. I think the trial is more about what level he's going to be convicted. Um, there's manslaughter, there's murder in different degrees. In case you haven't been keeping up, the judge
Yeah,
did
I've been out here for 2 days now.
throw the
These
manslaughter
right here are the
option on
first
the
ones I've
table,
seen in support of Austin. I see a lot of force,
which to
for
my
Walmart.
understanding, I'm not a legal expert by any means, but to my understanding, um, that pretty much says that he didn't intend to do it, as opposed to homicide. Well, they're all homicides, as opposed to murder. If your action resulted in somebody dying, then it's a homicide. I don't care if it's a car accident, you shove somebody out a window on accident or whatever. That's all
Thanks for
homicide,
your
but there's
time. Be
different
safe today.
levels, different grades, so to speak. And the defense has been trying to
Hey, signs coming up on the road.
argue for self-defense, not doing a very good job of it. See, this is aggressive right here, guys. This is aggressive. They're doing this intentionally to take attention away from the people that are that are there in support of the Metcalf family. That's why they're putting that right there. And if you look at the difference, there's some serious funding going on.
Can someone
And what worries me right now, what I'm thinking about is are we looking at
both signs
another
don't mind
BLM situation?
sending
I don't know if it's specifically BLM.
somebody could screenshot.
Yes, exactly, unfiltered. They lost. They're not losing. They lost. They shot themselves in the foot on that one. They lost the self defense. Well, the thing is, somebody brought up this morning, how much money did they raise? Nearly $1 million, and they're still using a public defender. I I, I cannot stress how stupid I believe that is. If you raised all that money, go get yourself some decent legal defense. I mean, obviously, it's obvious that he did it. That's not the issue. The issue is why did he did it? Why did he do it? Um, Motives, intent, all of that. All of that weighs into the ultimate sentencing. There are sentencing guidelines in every grade and level of conviction carries different guidelines. So a good attorney, I mean, honestly, between you, me, and the fence post, a good attorney would have plead, let him take a plea deal. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking. I'm tired. I'm really tired. So forgive my stuttering. A good defense attorney would have told him a long time ago, take a plea deal and get what you can while you can. That didn't happen. They passed that up. So now they're relying on what appears to me to be an incompetent public attorney,
How are you? Are you doing good?
and they've placed Carmelo's life in his
Anything's gonna
hands.
happen today, Queen.
Um, my personal opinion, my feelings are that he's guilty. He needs to go away for a long time. I believe it was premeditated. I believe he was looking for an opportunity and it presented itself and he took advantage of it. And he did what he set out to do that day, which was to hurt somebody.
Never seen that before.
And he should be punished accordingly. That's my personal opinion.
So
So we'll put that aside and look at just
you're saying not
legally.
guilty? Period.
Um, if it were my son, I would spend every penny I had and I could borrow
Thanks. Nice seeing you.
to get an attorney that was going to make it as limited as possible as far as punishment wise goes. And I think the whole defense strategy of trying to get him off is pretty useless and pretty rookie. Reaching themselves, it's now in territory of a federal crime like what? Yeah. It's got to be because they advertised the contribution sources, whatever the opportunity. They advertise the opportunities to contribute as going towards legal funds and so on and so forth.
You were the
They
one
have a
saying
public
back
defender.
then
What
that
legal
we
funds?
lied because we were whatever. But here, I'll let you read it. You can fact check yourself.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I hope at the very least his commissary was pretty full.
Yes, they did.
Hopefully his books were pretty full while he was locked up. Why is this so blurry?
But all three of those words were different depending on the meaning, right?
I agree.
It's his
Look at
stream.
this. It says it
Let me
right
refresh it and see if it helps.
Cowboys. Down
It's
in
his
Florida.
stream. His stream is bad.
Following the Civil War, the term
Son of a
became
gun.
heavily associated with white trash or poor.
I like this guy too. Well, I did. I don't know
During the Great Migration of the 20th century, as millions
now,
of
but
Black Americans fled the Jim Crow South, they brought the term with them. It transitioned into a derogatory insult.
it looks like he's clearing it up, hopefully. It's not my internet now, guys, because you can see his chat's all clear and everything. It's oh, there he goes. He's fixing it. All right, cool.
Just like restaurant
Right.
Cracker Barrel, right?
JLR's got a pretty good team behind him
Yeah. Did you not
to let him know that things weren't okay.
There's a big width in the sign, and the barrel. The first
Yeah,
barrel
you know,
was
Wolfen Gang, I
found
tend to
in
agree. I think he should get life for this,
Said
but like I
barely.
said, I'm not a legal expert. That's just my opinion. I got to make that clear and upfront.
Are we good? Can we
But
see?
I agree with you. I think he deserves life for what he did. I believe that it was calculated. I think it was
We
premeditated in
good?
the fact that he
What happened?
was prepared and ready and willing to do something that day. I think Austin Metcalf just happened to be the
Go back down
opportunity
here.
that arose. I'm not quite sure that he was after Austin Metcalf himself, but then again, who knows? I mean, he went to their tent, and I'm sure that wasn't an accident. But apparently, he knew somebody in the tent, so that could explain that. I wasn't there. I don't know for sure, and I haven't got to hear all the testimony and
It's
all the
getting better.
witnesses. So, but from my point of view, looking in, it looks like he was prepared to do something that day, and he was just waiting to pick his victim, and the opportunity arose underneath that canopy, and Austin Metcalf was there, and unfortunately now he's not. I couldn't
Maybe it's blurry
imagine
because it's just
I
the
couldn't
fourth
imagine
quarter.
being his
Something
father.
like that. Maybe.
I have a bunch of kids. Some of you know that already. So I have a tendency to put myself in the shoes of parents when stuff like this happens. I have a sneaking suspicion that Carmelo was targeting him. There had to have been previous beef. It appears that way. That's a logical conclusion, Wolfgang. That is a definitely. I agree with you on that. Putting everything together, it looks like there may have been. Considering they testified that he knew somebody in that tent already because he dabbed him up. Gave him fist bumps, whatever. What up, dude? And so that means he has connections with that school. I don't know how far away the schools are from each other, but they were both athletes. And I don't know if any of you guys, I don't know if any of you guys are from Texas, but if you guys are familiar with
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the
Texas
phone.
high
Looks like
school
it's gone.
athletics, it's a
Damn.
religion down there. It's crazy. Um, I've been down there. I've witnessed it.
Check
Um,
my phone here.
I was actually in Odessa, um, in between Odessa and Midland. That's where they filmed Friday Night Lights. And I was a huge fan of that show before this. So I was really interested in it. And, I thought it was hyped up for TV and, artistic license and whatever. But I'll be damned. They shut that town down Friday night at 5 o'clock. And it's a
All right,
decent
back
sized
now.
town. It's not huge. It's not like a major city, but it's a decent sized town. And it literally shut down at 5 o'clock because everybody was heading up towards Midland to get to the big stadium and go watch high school football. Was told over 20. Yeah, he was told to leave the tent, and he wanted to be a Billy Badass. And yeah, I would be in rampage mode too, Wolf. Yeah, 100%, 100%, brother. Um, he was, and here's my thing too is I think he was, if I know he was an athlete, and it was a track and field day that day, but I thought I saw something that said he was also on his school's football team, but he was relatively smaller in stature to other football players. Yeah, I guess maybe a safety wide receiver type, you know, a quick guy, speed guy, not a bulky guy, definitely not a lineman or anything like that.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with little
All right,
man
I'm mic'd up,
syndrome,
folks. I'm mic'd up. Media got me mic'd up. I don't know what happened here with the
and
reception.
especially in the athletic
Weird.
world. I wasn't an athlete in high school, but I hung out with a lot of jocks, and I've been
All right,
involved in
JLO, that's the
athletics
gate.
since I got older.
Come on in, outside.
And
Garland,
there's a
front
stigma when
courthouse.
you're smaller
Verdict
than
watch.
everybody else on the team, everybody
Carmelo
else in whatever
Anthony.
field you're
10,000 people watching this
competing
in the
in.
chat. Welcome,
And I think
everybody.
he may have had some of that.
We'll find out.
He may have felt bullied.
Carmelo
I
Anthony
hate
State.
using that word, but Unfortunately, it describes
Carmelo Anthony is
what it is in modern day
four.
terms. So he may have felt
All
bullied,
opinions are welcome in the chat.
and so
What is your
he had a
opinion
complex,
on? Let
and
me just
he
ask,
thought that he was a victim, and he was going to fight
where is
back
everyone watching from? Drop your
against the
location.
system, as they
Lots
say.
of people are watching this case from around the world.
And
This
to
is
be
where
100%
most
real
of you
about it,
are from.
judging by what I've
This
seen of
is
his
where
family, his
all the
parents,
locations are coming. Look at this.
he was
All
probably
these
raised in
states
an
all around the
environment to
country.
feel like a victim,
Tennessee, South Carolina,
probably because of his race and
Missouri,
color.
Phoenix, Arizona,
And
Canada. We
it's
got
easy to
Canada. We
do
got
that in
Texas. We
Texas
got Illinois.
because there are
A lot of
lines in
people.
Texas,
Dallas, uh,
and you get
Florida,
corn
Rhode
fed country
Island,
folk, and then you get inner city
United Kingdom,
colored youth,
New
and
Zealand,
back and forth.
Australia, rural
And
Colorado,
there's words
so
said, they're
many.
teenagers.
So a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying it's right, but it's teenage stuff. So he
Ramon,
probably had a
all are
victimhood
welcome
mentality,
into the chat.
and our youth are
All
these
are
days are
welcome
not
into the chat.
taught
We appreciate
to
each and every one of you in the chat.
value life like we were. And when I say me, we, I say like Gen X, and a couple, some people in the younger generations got it.
How
But I
long,
kind of
George?
feel like Gen
George,
X was the last
he's going to
generation to
deliver it
get
in
taught like we
an
were.
hour,
Things
a little over an
changed
hour now,
when
2 hours.
Gen Z and millennials came.
We are on Verdict Watch.
And I say all that not to justify what he did. I say all that to
Today,
my favorite
tomorrow,
saying is reasons
next
are
week,
not
today,
excuses.
tomorrow.
When I'm late for work and I go in and say I overslept, my car
Our
broke down, whatever
investigation
made me
live.
late, and the boss says, "Well, I don't want to hear excuses." I said, I'm not giving excuses. I'm wrong
Try to
for
get an
being late.
understanding.
I should have been more prepared. I should have been more ready for things to
We
happen.
shall see.
I should have given myself more time. I should have got up earlier. I should have checked my laundry the night before, whatever the reason is. But reasons are not
We'll understand
excuses.
soon,
It's not an
possibly.
excuse, but there are reasons things happen. And
Carmelo
that's what I'm
Anthony's
doing right
fate.
now is I'm telling you what I feel like the reasons
Will
are
he walk
through
free?
deductive reasoning
Will he be convicted of a
is
lesser
that
charge? The jury
his family environment
um, can consider
and social media
manslaughter,
and
according to
rhetoric
the
from
judge
the
in court
media and
today.
all that
Consider manslaughter.
told Carmelo Anthony that he wasn't getting everything out of life that he was entitled to. And he was a
This
victim of
covers
some
that
sort.
option. Crowd is growing.
And with all the violence and violent
Nothing.
rhetoric and, a million other factors you could talk about right now with the newer generations, they don't make great decisions on how to solve problems. And I feel like Carmelo Anthony's reason to solve a problem was he was going to go
So what
show
is going to
everybody
happen
that he
here,
couldn't
ladies
be
and
pushed
gentlemen,
around.
with the Carmelo Anthony
And I'm
case?
sure nobody was pushing him around in
Will
his
he be found
tent.
guilty
And he had some spare
or
time to
not?
kill because apparently it had been
Will there
raining.
be a hung
So
jury?
he was going to
Will
go
the
prove
jurors
to people at another school that he wasn't going to be pushed around.
today
That's intent. That is
will be
premeditation.
convicted?
That is planning to do something. Whether he intended to go after Austin Metcalf or not, he was intending to go after somebody. He was intending to do damage and prove a point.
Some big trials out there in the past. Juries, jurors deliberate for
That
10
ruins
hours,
self
15
defense.
hours, over 20 hours. We are now getting close to an
But,
hour.
anyways, like I said, I'm not a legal expert. I don't know all.
Still no
I've
verdict
been
has
paying
come.
attention, but I'm not that totally
Everybody's on edge.
knowledgeable on this case.
Everyone is on the edge of their seat.
But what I'm more worried about is what happens tonight or
Everyone wants
tomorrow
to
whenever
know
the jury comes back.
what Carmelo Anthony's fate
That's what I'm
will
worried about
be.
because we've all seen this
We are
before.
live outside the Collin County Courthouse, the south end of Dallas, Texas.
And they're turning
Crowd
Carmelo
out
Anthony into
here.
another George Floyd.
People are standing by. Some are talking to some of the
And we all
attendees that
seen
were
how
given
George
that
Floyd
limited
became a
space
saint.
inside the courtroom. 27
And to keep it
seats.
real and to be totally blunt about it,
That
because he
lucky
was
seat. Got to
black.
come here early in the morning. People were lined up at 4,
Because
5
that kind of stuff that
a.m.
happened to
These are
George Floyd
stopped.
happens to white
Not
people
everyone got in.
every single day, multiple times a day.
Overflow room.
And sometimes it's tragic. Sometimes it results in loss of life. Because there's plenty of white dudes out there that get all drugged up and fight cops and end up on the wrong end of it. You don't hear nothing about that. I wonder if the court is weighing the idea of who will riot over the possible outcome. I think that happened in the George Floyd and related cases. People pissed their son got no justice. The other hand, it's riots and the city burns. Yeah, that's got to be tough. And I don't care who you are on that jury, that you have to have that in the back of your head. You have got to be a complete and utter brain dead moron to not understand the repercussions of your verdict. You cannot find an unbiased person in this situation. And it's like, I know if I was a juror, it would be on my mind. I'm not going to lie about it. I hope that I can say, in all fairness, that I would still be doing my job and not let that weigh into my decision, but I can't 100% guarantee that. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are sitting in that jury room right now. They may even be talking about it. But if not, I'm sure they're thinking about it. And I was told that it's an all-white jury. That's actually got to make it even tougher. If you had a black person on the jury that was obviously on Carmelo's side, then you get a hung jury, and you're off the hook as the other jurors. But if it's an all-white jury, they don't have that escape route. It's got to weigh. It's got to weigh. It has to. Or no, and I probably do know, but right now the word Daniel Shaver is not ringing a bell in my head, and I'm embarrassed to say that. It sounds familiar, but I can't picture why. So I'm sorry for that, Wolfen Gang. But that may be proving your point. I'm going to assume it was a white guy that got killed by cops due to the context of the conversation, and the fact that we don't instantly know proves the point. And there are black kids that get unalived by black kids every day. There are black criminals that get unalived by black cops every day, and we don't hear anything about it. But because this is a multiracial incident, it becomes a race thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I like I said, it sounds familiar, but it's just he was crawling and crying, and they lit him up. I think I've seen it. It's like right there on the edge of my brain. It's just not sinking in, and that could be because I'm tired. Maybe if I was wide awake, I would remember who it is, but my brain's not 100% right now, so I apologize for that. But I'm just really sick and tired because these people, the one lady that got interviewed, I think Savannah interviewed her, and she said if he's convicted due to the preponderance of evidence, he's convicted by a jury, and they say that this is what he did and he's guilty, are you going to accept that? And she's like, no, we got to stick with each other. We got to stand up for our own. So literally, she's going to throw a fit whether he's guilty or not just because he's black. That's exactly what she said. I'm a black mom and I got to stick up with black people and kids and blah, blah. He's not a kid. The 17-year-old athlete. I mean, that kind of is a kid, but physically, no. Why do you have a folder with a gang? That's a little bit concerning that you have a folder of these things, unless you're speaking.
watching the game.
If you have an actual folder, I kind of wonder why. Makes me a little scared of you, brother.
You know what? I want to tell you that the other day,
But it's disgusting, and that's the thing is, yeah,
and left a message with on Juice's phone. He never
not a
gave
single
him back.
protest for any of
Telling
them.
him stay away. I feel like
Because
he's trying to
unfortunately,
control
shit
you.
happens, man. It sucks really, really bad, and I'm sad, and
We
I
love
say
you. We
prayers
love all that you
for
all are doing. JLR, do not
the
go back
Metcalf
to
dad.
Arizona and don't abandon this country.
But it's not something it's not something the entire country should pay for, or even an entire town.
You all going to
These were
hell.
two kids
You do
that got
realize
into a
that
altercation,
most
and
of
one
these
of them did
people
something really
go
bad.
back because
It has
of the
nothing to do with the entire
they
town.
want you.
Has nothing to do with the entire country. Has nothing to do with an entire race.
God bless you. I'm so happy to meet you. Okay, bye bye. I'm going back home. I'm
Take
getting
care,
out of
Dr.
here.
O.
Carmelo
I'm getting
Anthony
out of here because I don't
did
want to be
not
here when they're
unalive
when they're
somebody because he was black.
Oh,
Carmelo
no,
Anthony
definitely.
unalived somebody because he was a misguided youth that
Let me
didn't
see if I can get you
have
better reception.
the self
Larry, Steve.
discipline to not do it.
Sir, brother. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah, that is their argument, but it's not true. I mean, I'm sure there are circumstances
How are you guys doing?
where it's true,
Yes.
isolated
Sure.
incidences,
Let's do it right here.
but it's not a systemic
We're gonna do
thing.
it right here. Charles and Diane.
I wish he
Hello.
would clean up his feet.
Hello. Charles and
That's really
Diane.
driving me
Hello.
nuts. I'm going to look at it on my phone and
I
see
don't know
if.
what happened with our
Oh,
system.
goodness. It's fine on my phone.
Man,
Weird.
there's so many people out here.
It's not a systemic thing. It's happened to me in the reverse. I was convicted by a judge because I reminded him of Charles Manson. This is when I was really, really young, and I probably did. But he had a niece that got run over by a drunk driver that resulted in the loss of her life. And the drunk driver was a white, long haired, hillbilly looking dude. And statistics showed that any white, long haired,
Let me see if I can
hippie,
switch up.
hillbilly looking dude that went in front of that guy got prosecuted to the full extent of the law. He had no mercy for anybody that resembled that guy. That was weird. I didn't know the sound was on. I need to turn that off. Huh. My camera just scared the crap out of me. Loss alive for 3 to 5 seconds helps the buffer.
JLR investigates.
All right, let's try it. I'm willing to try anything at
Live
this
document
point.
here.
It did not help.
It's
I
just
wonder
a
if I
fan.
turn a couple of these windows off. We'll see if that helps. Let me
It's just a
check.
fan. Hold on. So what happened, folks? As the crowd starts gathering, our reception is. That means there's a lot of people, a lot of cameras, a lot of people live right now.
Oh no, it's buffering on my phone too.
Hubbard
Okay,
is
it is
busy.
his stream.
So what's going on?
It's his stream.
We are here.
But as far as I know, he's the only one right there live that I have access to right now. If somebody else finds another stream somewhere or knows of another stream, I will gladly turn it on. But as far as I know, JLR is the only one on my mind that shows. Probably one juror holding out. That's gonna suck because he can get acquitted that way, and that's gonna suck
Verdict watch.
because he admitted to doing it. But yeah, there's gonna be one woke juror on there. And you guys know that they're gonna one woke juror is gonna sit there and say, well, I don't think, I don't believe. He's just a poor little victim. Little mellow, little mellow. He was just defending himself. Even though he went to somebody else's place, got told to leave, dared people to touch him while carrying a weapon to a freaking track meet. But they're still trying to paint him as oh, cute little schoolboy Mellow. I hate when they do that. I really hate when they do that. They don't do that for white people. When white people commit crimes, you see the worst mugshot they can dig up of them. You don't see a fifth grade picture of Tom Johnson from We Did a Little Illinois that murdered a shop clerk, and you see a fifth grade picture of him. That's not how that works.
Misty says facts. If you commit the crime, you pay the consequences. It's called
But every time it's something like this, they pull out
Let me see if I
the
can get
little
better
league
reception over here.
picture from when he was 6 years old.
I think the bandwidth is pretty strong. Good? Perfect? That was awesome, man. Awesome. God bless.
Yeah. And what about Austin? Austin has nothing ahead of him. And what about his family? What about his twin brother? I've known twins. Twins have a ridiculous connection.
Once it's done, we're gonna
You know how to reach me?
This is going to affect Austin's brother for the rest of his life
Don't you can text me or whatever. If you want, just put your number. Just call your number.
because that connection got taken away from him.
You'll have it.
Not only was he a brother, but he was a twin brother. And that makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah. So I'll text you.
Good.
Yep.
All right.
I'll text you when it's done and send you the.
Over an argument about a seat in some bleachers at a sporting event.
Whoa. Get me mic up. You go over here.
Make it make sense.
I'm gonna see if I could get a little bit away from everybody, so I can see if I could get the better reception.
But because he happens to be a person of
But
color,
suddenly got
it
really
changes
bad.
the whole
And it's not
whole
me.
spectrum of it. No, I don't buy it.
It's probably not
But
even
that's what
better
this
over
is
here.
going to turn into.
Yeah,
It already
it's
has.
worse over here. Look just how many people. It's just massive amount of people.
They literally threatened a journalist in a parking garage or something like that. I've seen them,
Nope.
you know,
that's not
these
better.
pro black people,
By stealing bandwidth.
these pro Anthony people. Did they give two shits about Carmelo Anthony a year ago? No. Will they give two shits about Anthony a year later? No. But it's an opportunity to capitalize on a quote unquote injustice to a black kid.
Hey, did your reception
Yeah,
get
they wonder where the fatigue comes from, Wolf. They wonder. Why is everybody tired of it? Why is everybody tired of it?
Are you live streaming? Is it good? It was good. Yeah. Is it still good? Oh, you just got on. Yeah.
You want blurry?
Yeah, I went blurry.
When I was in high school, I went to predominantly black high schools in the inner city, in the middle of projects. And when people got in trouble, they got in trouble because they did something wrong. What do you do then when it's all black people around you?
Stand by. I'm gonna turn my
You
phone
can't
off.
really blame it on them being black because it's everybody's black. Romeo, please go lay down. Please go lay down in your bed. Go lay down in your bed. You're making lots of noises, buddy. What if Austin Metcalf was colored? If he was Hispanic, if he was black, if he was Asian, if he was Native American? What if Carmelo Anthony, if that were the situation? But yeah, unfiltered. That's what I'm afraid of right now. I don't want to see this happen again. They want a reason to
It
riot.
looks like it's much better. Hey, it looks much better.
Hey, he's fixing it.
much
Thank
better.
you.
Works.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know what the heck happened.
We're going to have another summer of love. I
Clear
mean, they're
now.
already out there protesting all over the place over ice.
Wow, what a difference.
They don't have to mobilize anything really.
I had turned my whole phone off.
And then you get people like Pam Tifa that are going to
Now.
jump all over it. It's another cause.
We always try to improvise here and try to do the best we
It's another project to be a white knight for.
can. Gee,
I mean, hell, they had a celebration at ICE over somebody that passed away that had absolutely nothing to do with ICE. But we're going to have a celebration in front of ICE, a celebration of life in front of ICE. That person had absolutely nothing to do with ICE.
live outside
But they
Knox
use these
County Courthouse.
events, these sad situations, to justify their bad behavior. And I feel like that's what's happening now. Unless something really, really wacky, unless something really, really wacky happens, I don't see him getting off on this. He's going to be convicted. He's going to be sentenced. He's going to do time. And they're just waiting to hear it so they can go batshit crazy. Completely out of Dodge, so I don't mind if they destroy their own neighborhoods. I think it's pretty hilarious when there's chimp house. You know, I'm out of the city too, but I know people in the city. I know business owners in Portland. You know, during the Floyd stuff, they tried to do that stuff out here, little groups of 2 or 3 people, and got shut down pretty quickly. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. You're accountable. And if you try to come in from out of town and do stuff like that, you'll get run out with pitchforks. But the locals that tried to do it, they didn't get very far. But places like Portland, they get away with it. Look at 2020. Look how long that lasted. Months of literal warfare in the streets of Portland. People want to call it this, people want to call it that, people want to say it wasn't this, it wasn't that.
You got a little blurry again.
It was warfare, man. Never let a good crisis go to waste. That is exactly true.
Find out soon, possibly.
Yeah, I can't see Longview putting up with that. Washington in general, unless you get up to like Tacoma and Seattle, I've noticed, and WSP doesn't play. Washington State Patrol, they're on the job, and they're not going to let that shit go by. Like I said, unless you get in the big blue cities like Tacoma, Olympia, and Seattle. But yeah, Washington doesn't play. And believe it or not, Oregon's pretty much that way too. Once you get, you've got Portland, Salem, Eugene, and Bend. They could get away with it in those places. But if they step out of there and head out to the hills, out to the country, or on the east side, the high desert area, they step out of their little safe zones and it doesn't fly.
It's nice and shady out. Beautiful, beautiful day.
I've tried to, I live close to the county seat. Takes me 20 minutes to get to our county seat. And it's a pretty liberal town. I think most county seats are. You have government workers, you have, they tend to be a little bit bigger. Unless you're out in a very rural county, but we're not that far from Portland, so it bleeds over. But even there, their protests are very, very, very subdued. I've filmed them, I've live streamed them, and it's nothing like what you see in Portland or Salem, even Eugene. We have a college in town, but it's kind of a small private college.
Well, I mean, not yet, but
It
you know,
used to
there's some
be
other
a
that's
sort of
that's in
religious based
Michigan.
college.
I mean, it should be a
It's
private
more
school,
liberal
but it's a
now,
half hour notice.
way more
Hey,
liberal than it used to be, but it's still not bad comparatively speaking.
but it's kind of risky out here because
And
people
you'll
want
get the college
to
kids
find
that
out
want to
something
make a
different.
fuss
No, usually when these
because
cases,
it looks good on the
usually when these
gram.
cases happen like this, they'll they'll read a verdict about an hour later.
God,
They
these
wouldn't
poor
say
You
anything
get
children.
it. You get like an
Oh,
hour
I
or
only
two.
Yeah,
saw
But
like
things
two
that
because
get
Biden
hard,
flags.
they'll
Yeah,
get
the
ready
I
to.
believe it.
you hear it,
I believe it.
Yeah,
you miss
they'll
it.
we'll definitely get
Yeah,
wind
yeah,
out here on
okay.
Twitter or something. We'll
Right.
say
So
verdict has been
right.
in. They'll summons
Well, Wolfgang,
charges
you
and
understand that
somebody out on
being
bond.
from
So
Washington,
no,
it's really bad in the Pacific.
Thank you. Yeah.
some of them
Washington
do
and
get out of
Oregon are
bond.
really bad for that. It is very annoying.
Yeah. Well, he said a little bit
One of
more.
my
He said
latest songs I
you
just put
get that
out is
hour
"Don't
leeway.
Portland My
But you know,
Oregon,"
come with that hour leeway, it's gonna be
You're gonna need
it's
to
gonna be on Twitter
and you know the old say, "As goes
until people
Portland,
decide
so
no,
does
I want to
Oregon,"
get back in
in
here.
about an hour or
and
so.
it's more than annoying. It's disgusting because Portland doesn't speak for the rest of the state. I'm personally in favor of Portland being its own state and let the rest of us alone. And I'm sure there's a lot of Washingtonians that think that, Olympia, Tacoma, and Seattle should be their own state and leave the rest of them alone. So as much as I'd like to be with you on that, I I see Erica. Let me finish this thought. Or Eric Adams. I'm sorry, that's not Erica. Eric Adams.
Man, what's up?
I see it. Give me a second to finish this thought, and then we can do some questions. But
Somebody called
please,
me and started screaming at me.
as much as I won't be affected
I
at
don't know.
my
I don't
house,
send my tune to show.
it'll still affect me because I
No,
know
there's
people
nobody
in
else on
Portland. I know
board.
business owners in Portland.
Actually, I'm
I have friends and family. Well, not so much family anymore, but still have friends in Portland.
come find me.
I do business in Portland,
This guy just went off on me.
and due to my line of work, a lot of the stuff that happens in Portland bleeds out to my area in kind of an
So
interpersonal way.
this is my burner phone. Everyone has it.
I
It's a
actually
prank phone.
have interaction. Let's put it this way: some of the protesters down at ICE are out here, and I see them in my daily life, and sometimes at work. So
I
it
thought you were
bleeds out
recording
to
on
here,
here.
even though I've got a good buffer between me and Portland. Portland makes its way out
Sounds like
here,
a familiar voice.
and so it does affect me. Not as much as if I lived in Portland, obviously, but it still does affect me. So I don't want to see it happen. As entertaining as it is, as much as I'd like to say, yeah, I can just sit back and laugh at it on TV, it has the potential to affect people that I care about. So I'm interested in it.
I would probably go.
All right, Eric, if
I
you
was
have
thinking about going to
questions, shoot them
Alaska.
out there, man. Shoot them out there, and I will do my best to answer them, or maybe somebody in chat can answer them,
August 21st. Sun never sets.
as long as they're not stupid trolling questions. But if they're legit questions, then we will be all about
Going to the North Pole.
getting some answers for you, brother.
Barrow, Alaska.
And I'm hoping I'm correct. It is Eric Adams and not Erica Dams or something like that. And I'm not misgendering you. I'm pretty sure you're a
All the way in
dude. So
Tennessee, Tennessee girl. Nice to see you,
if I'm
Tennessee
wrong,
girl.
tell me and I will correct it.
We're just waiting for a verdict.
The only thing I have to drink at my desk
Where are you going?
is energy drinks, and I am so gonna regret. If Carmelo Anthony gets convicted, what's the percentage that there will be riots? And that's what we're just talking about right now, man. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It really is. I have a concern for it. I think it may happen. New photos of this guy with an automatic rifle. You mean Carmelo?
Right.
Oh, hello, Tahiti. Yes, welcome to. I'm sorry, I'm missing my hellos. Hello, Kamala. Hello, Tahiti. Hello, Eric.
Definitely.
I'm missing my hellos, and I apologize for that. I'm slacking. You guys know I try to say hello to everybody. I have not seen the new photos. I thought there was one running around a while ago, but I could be wrong. I didn't know there were any new photos out. I'm gonna have to check for that. Uh,
Fort Worth, the stockyards.
what's the percentage that the Irish will rise up? I don't quite understand that connection. I mean, that question, Eric. What do the Irish have to do with anything and why would they rise up? I have a question for your question. I don't know. I don't understand the Irish connection here, unless the Metcalfs were Irish.
Exceptional. All right, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna log off and log again.
If
I
they
think
don't
what
convict
happened
him,
was
it will be a tragic
we
day.
were
I
running
agree.
into
I
too much
think
bandwidth around here.
something really weird's going to have to happen, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. And yes, I am a dude. All right, cool. Thank you for confirming that. It's hard to tell sometimes just by screen names. Sometimes you got to get that confirmation. I really wish I had another feed to watch. His feed is irritating me, and I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to crack open an energy drink, and I'm not going to be able to sleep for a while. But I need something to drink, and it's all I have here, and I don't feel like walking to the refrigerator. Oh, Jesus. I did not know that. Guy got beheaded in Belfast. You know, I'm going to say there's a good chance that that's going to lead to something
All right, we got somebody
big.
here. Who is this? Oh,
Um,
that's the sketch artist.
the
She's the sketch
people
artist.
in Great Britain, which includes Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England, and Great Britain, um, the right over there are getting crazy. I don't know if you guys saw my live stream a couple weekends ago when Tommy Robinson had a march and
Verdict
basically
Watch.
filled half of London with people. Um, they've always been a different sort over
Verdict
there,
Watch, folks. Come on in.
but
We're on Verdict Watch.
they're getting really fed up and they're acting out.
What you think?
So, in the immigration thing, they're more pissed off about their immigration than we are about ours. And one thing that I don't think a lot of people take into account is the scale. Their immigration problem is the same as ours, if not worse, because their government has been supporting it for a while. But they're on a little tiny island. I mean, relatively yeah. Comparing it to the United States, the United Kingdom is uh, is pretty small. So they're in more closed quarters, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And you know, scale to scale, I think their immigration problem is worse than ours, and they don't have the Second Amendment right over there,
All right, Verdict Watch, folks. We are waiting for a
and that
verdict
makes a
here
difference.
outside the Collin County Courthouse
These
to investigate.
these immigrants that like to live like they're still in a third world country when they come here are a lot less likely to mess with people if they think they're armed. But over there, they know you're not.
Almost 13,000 people watching. Thank you for being here.
So that's got to make a huge difference. I think that's something here in America that we take for granted sometimes is the right and the ability we have to protect and defend ourselves that some people in other countries don't have. I'm extremely grateful for it myself. Um, we started out as a frontier country, which required firearms to survive, and that right has continued for 250 years, longer than that, since the beginning of the settlement of the United States.
I'm open-minded to that. In the neighborhood? Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
closest
No,
U.S.
I,
state
I,
in landmass to the UK is Oregon. That makes sense. Yeah.
I know.
Jess, how's it going? CC, how's it going?
Going back.
Welcome, welcome.
Bailing them out.
Can't believe I've got people watching at this hour.
No, I know. I
You
just
guys
left like
surprise
2
me
days. We don't get in more trouble.
in a good way. Um, but yeah, to answer your question, Eric, I see a high probability of things popping off over there
I'm sorry.
due to that. I'd be surprised if they
All right,
didn't,
Howard. I was getting a phone
considering the
call.
current environment that's over there.
Now,
Like I said, they've been rallying
now
and
there's no
protesting
Starlink available.
and demonstrating for quite some time now. So if they don't pop off over that, I'd be really surprised.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Oregon is very sparsely populated. Once you get out of the Willamette Valley, it's it's like Wyoming-ish. It's very sparsely populated. Anything east of the Cascades is no man's land. And feds are always watching. I don't care if the feds watch me. Feds already know who I am. I'm not concerned about it. Multiple levels of subversion similar to and inspired. Well, the entire world is inspired by what goes on in America. And that's what makes me mad. That's where I get the "Make America Great Again" from. I'm not MAGA because of Trump. Trump just made it popular. I've always been MAGA of sorts. And like I said, it doesn't have to do with Trump. It has to do with actually America. And I don't think America is as great as it could be right now. I don't think it's as great as it was 30 years ago. Um, and I want it to be. We used to be the world standard, and now we're the
Oh,
world
hold on a
joke.
second.
Oh my God, I'm missing everything. Trump just said Iran took down the helicopter and we must respond.
Everybody mute up one moment.
Well, I would ask you where, but I don't want you to answer me on here, Jess. I'm kind of curious where you guys are looking at. It'd be cool if you guys were coming our way. But 3 hours from anywhere kind of gives me an indication on where you were looking at. But to be honest, I would be incredibly surprised if nothing pops off. If not tonight, this weekend. I think it'll start tonight. I think it'll be some kindling going on tonight, and I think the bonfires will start on Friday. And unfortunately, I don't see this going the way it needs to for that not to happen. Does that make sense? I'm using a lot of double negatives there. Carmelo has to walk out of this courtroom today in order for there not to be, I'm just going to say it, black angst. I'm taking a big risk here getting shut down for racism or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I'm trying to be as clear as I possibly can and just describe the situation. And what's going on right now is 100% black angst. They are saying, these people are literally saying it's because they're white. I mean, because we're white and they're black. I'm not causing the racism. I'm just reporting it. Oh, nice. That's my kids are out that way, Jess. My kids are out in that direction. My boss around a couple years ago would laugh at me because of these riots. I would get pissed when they would wrap the terrorist flags around statues. Yeah, I think so, Cece. That's what I'm getting at, Cece, is I think no matter what happens tonight, I think they're geared they're already dressed, they might as well go to the show. And I think that's what's going to happen. And I do not see an outcome that they're going to like. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's fatigue, and that's what I said. That's why I said, and you're about on the same page as me. You said 3 decades. That's what I said. I said America is not as great as it was 30 years ago. Um, I did a song. Some of you guys know I've been putting videos out to my songs, and I did a song called "Tired of Waiting." And if you saw the video, it's pictures from the 90s grunge scene, from the late 90s, early 2000 grunge scene. And that's when I was coming into my own. I was born in 70, so I became an adult in 88, and I was in my late 20s, early 30s in late 90s, early 2000s during I turned 30 at Y2K. And I guess I was a little bit late bloomer. I didn't do a lot in my younger years for various reasons. So I really came into my own, so to speak, in my late 20s, early 30s. And
All right, so we're on Vertical Watch.
oh, you think they're going to do the manslaughter thing? That is definitely a possibility.
JLR investigates.
Um, I remember being in the rock scene at the time. I would go to a concert a weekend.
It's a big crowd out here.
In the wintertime, we'd go to indoor venues. In the summertime, outdoor concerts. Music was huge. But I remember, and it wasn't a conscious thing. It wasn't like we were talking about it, but we had this attitude like the world was ours.
Verizon. I think AT&T's working better out here.
And when we had
We're gonna
angst,
grow
as you
vertically
do
here and just use the
as
floor and
youth,
say how
younger
they feel
people,
about the situation.
we would take it out in our music. And then it would go away. And then we go about our day and work our job and try to save money for a house and try to get that nice truck or whatever, try to make sure that our TV was bigger than the neighbors. It was a compete with the Joneses kind of thing. But we had that hope because we were taught, like the boomers did, that if we worked hard and did what we were supposed to, that we'd be successful and we'd have a house to pass on to our kids and we could start our own business and make money and have a 401k and all of that stuff. We were fed that. I think the boomers were the last ones to get that. I think Gen X is about half and half. Half of my friends got the American dream. Half of us are still struggling. And a lot of us kind of took it for granted, the American dream. So we just did our thing and didn't do a whole lot of planning. I'm guilty of it. And we're still waiting. We're still waiting for all the stuff that we were promised. Because I worked my ass off though, and I was told if I worked hard that I'd be able to retire, be able to enjoy my later years, and I'm still waiting for that to happen. And some of it's my fault. I'm not going to lie. I made some mistakes, set myself backwards quite a bit. But we still had that dream. We still thought it was possible. We still thought it was a goal worth working for.
Live outside the Collin County Courthouse.
And so we went
Verdict Watch.
to rock concerts and threw ourselves off of stages and you know, almost everybody knew somebody in a garage band that you would go and party at their house. But we're still waiting. And so that's what that video is about, is about the it's basically a song about Gen X and the things that we thought were going to happen in our lives, and for a lot of us they just didn't. And I know for me, I had to restart a couple of times, but I was really, really in the late 2000 teens. I was making good progress. My wife and I had things set up. We had a goal. We got our credits scores good. We were approved for a decent sized house loan. In 2019, we looked at like 4 different properties to buy. And then 2020 happened and ruined everything. So we had to start all over again in a shitty economy where everything was is now 3 times more expensive than it was 7 years ago. I don't know how I got on this subject. I lost my train of thought now. Oh, 30 years ago. Yeah, America was different 30 years ago in the late 90s. And over the last 30 years, like you said, Woof, is I've become more and more cynical, more and more negative, felt more and more hopeless by the year. It's kind of disgusting in a way, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm still doing the best I can. I'm not a fatalist. I'm not a nihilist, but I do realize that all the things I thought were going to happen, now I've finally come to the realization that they're not going to, and I will probably have a job until the day I die. I don't get retirement. There's nothing there for me to retire to because America's not the same. Because America's not as great as it was. I think America still is great. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, but it's not as great as it was, and I would like to see it as great as it was. We used to be the standard. Everybody wanted to be America. Everybody wanted to be American. Not necessarily in America, but the Japanese copied our culture, the Africans copied our culture and tried to scam us for our money all the time. The countries south of us are constantly trying to come here. Everybody speaks English around the world. It's because America was great. Now we're just entertainment for everybody and jokes. Everybody just watches social media and laughs at us. I'm lucky that I have a few Canadians that frequent my chats. You guys know who they are. And I'm fortunate enough that the Canadians in my chat seem to still appreciate and respect their southern neighbor. You know, Eric, I don't disagree with you on that. I think social media and the internet was a contributing factor to the downfall of our society. I agree with you on that. It wasn't the only thing, but it was a contributing factor.
They said Carmelo just walked back in.
Oh,
Yes.
we may have some developing. I'm hoping this doesn't take too long.
Talk right now. What's going on?
But I think if those Canadians in my chat were honest about things and told us what their countrymen thought of America, they probably laugh at us quite a bit. I remember I started getting into internet chat rooms, in the mid 2000s, 2006, 7, 8ish, Yahoo chat days. And I talked to a lot of people from all around the world. I had a fascination with Australian people. So I had quite a few online friends that were from Australia, had some Europeans, um, but obviously some Canadian people. Um, and they would tell me all the time, it's like, they would ask, what happened to America? What happened to you guys?
All right, so we just wait out here. They say Carmelo Anthony walked in to the courthouse.
I don't know. Can you guys hear JLR?
Don't
He
know what
said
that
it.
means.
Carmelo Anthony just walked back into the courthouse. Yeah, I got hooked on X. Oh, that sounds bad. When I started this channel up again, I joined X because everybody that I was associating with was on X. Kind of gave up on Facebook. I look at Facebook once a day to make sure my kids didn't post anything or whatnot. Sometimes look at neighborhood pages because I'm interested in what happens in my small town. But other than that, I don't do Facebook anymore. I leave it on there so my mom can get a hold of me. But I can't. I got so tired of Facebook, and X is about the same way now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go turn on this X thing. Speaking of X, because there's somebody that is giving a play-by-play on his X. Oh, I got a membership to Portland Andy's community. Nice. Somebody just gave me a membership to Portland Andy's channel. Oh, weird. Okay, let me go back to here. Here. This guy is keeping up pretty good. So let me put him on the screen. X share. Book face. Enjoyed shit posting on Facebook too. Yeah, I did too. And I got a lot of people in my neighborhood pissed at me. I got to the point where I couldn't go to my grocery store without getting dirty looks. All right, I'm not going to be able to see the chat for a minute, guys. I'm going to switch over here. Screenshots of the judge's charge to the jury. And this was an hour ago. Let me refresh, see if he's got anything new. Nope, he hasn't posted in an hour, so I don't assume that the jury's back yet. Because he would have posted. He's been pretty good at posting a lot. Here's all the closing arguments. If you guys want to read everything or keep up, if you can see, this is J.D. Miles. He's actually a Texan, and he's down there giving a play-by-play on what's going on down there. So yeah, J.D. Miles. I'm going to keep checking in on him. Uh, he's uh, he's been on top of everything, so I'm going to assume that if the jury goes back, he'll tell us. Yes, Twitter was an insane cult. That's why I didn't get into it at first. For the same reason I've never done TikTok. I won't do TikTok. I refuse. I don't do the Trump social. I don't do the Blue Sky, any of those. I literally just uh well, I had an X for a while, but I never did anything on it until less than a year
It's
ago.
peaceful out here. It's peaceful. Even different opinions, it's peaceful.
All right, so you guys saw what I got on the screen, JD Miles.
Peaceful out here.
If you guys have X, subscribe to him, get updates. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it, but he's the one that I've been getting my updates from all morning. And on his page, he's got transcripts, handwritten by him, transcripts of the closing arguments, and he's got pictures of the judge's instructions to the jury. So there's some interesting stuff on his channel. So for some of you who don't know that just started watching me when this channel blew up a little bit, the name Angry Oregonian actually came from Facebook. What, buddy? What? I know. I'll be done here soon, buddy, unless something weird happens. You got to go lay in your bed, though. Okay? Got to go lay in your bed, Bubba. I love you, buddy. Go lay down now. I gave you some petins. Now go lay down. Is that 5 their time, Kamala, however you say? Go lay down, bud. Um, I used to do a lot on Facebook because that's what we had back then. And I started a little podcast type thing for my friends in the Patriot movement. And I was always pissed off about the politics in Oregon. And somebody said that to me one day. They're like, "You sure are an angry Oregonian." And so my little podcast on Facebook was called the Angry Oregonian, and that's where the name for this came from because I was always angry about Oregon politics. It's a tough haul, Wolf. I've been involved in small town politics for years now, and it's uh it's edgy. Well, that's where I got that word from. You posted that word. I was wondering why I never use that word. Um, it opens you up to a lot of shit when you're in a small town. Because, like I said, the towns I live in, everybody knows everybody. We just moved to this small town about 6, 7 months ago, so it's not that bad here yet. Except for the fact that my wife is related to 30% of this town. This is actually where she grew up and her family grew up, so she's related to a good portion of this town. But other than that, nobody knows who I am. So I enjoy some anonymity in this town right now, and I'm kind of enjoying that. Nice, you were busy.
Hello, everyone. The jury is still deliberating.
Weird thing is, I was involved in small town politics, and then I got into Portland activism, and that kind of. I'm not a real good multitasker, admittedly. So, um, when I do something, I kind of put my all into that one something, and it's hard for me to branch off. I usually stick all my energy into whatever venture I'm doing. That's why when I was heavy into activism, but I took a couple years off because I was doing my biker stuff, and I found it really, really difficult to do the activism and the biker stuff at the same time.
Her?
And
No.
activism was kind of weird in 2020. Um, I had my own personal protests and I rebelled against the mask mandates and all of that, but I didn't really understand the whole protesting the mask mandate thing and going into malls without masks on and just purposely trying to provoke altercations. I didn't really get in. Not that I hate anybody for doing it, but it just wasn't my style. It just wasn't what I was into. It was hard for me to get involved into that. And so my activism, and that's basically all that was going on in 2020, other than the summer of love stuff. But I had also moved farther away from Portland at that time, and then I started getting surrounded by a very tight biker community that wanted me to use my skill set, so to speak, to organize and create some biker stuff. And so I just all of a sudden shifted. And the people that I had been doing activism with were kind of sitting back, taking a break on everything, anyways. So I just got involved with biker stuff for a few years. And it turned out to be probably, probably 5 years. No, more like four. I think 2004. So from 2000 to 2004. You're welcome, Eric. I hope that I gave you some answers that were worth a damn. I don't always have the answers. I'll just tell you my opinion. Hopefully, my responses were worth something for you. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you when you come back. Hopefully. Yeah, Woof. We got a lot of that out here in Smallville too. Big racial separatists moving there. Yeah, but that's a history, man. That's a history. That doesn't happen so much now, but I think it's just the weirdness of Portland. I'll plug another one of my songs. I just made a new song called "Keep Your Weird to Yourself." Portland has always prided itself on being weird and different and doing their own thing, and protests are just part of that. If it wasn't the racial thing, it was something else. They're always protesting over something in Portland, and I think it's just a Portland thing. Um, they like to be different, and they like to show the world that they're different. That's just kind of a way of life in Portland.
All right, so still waiting on a verdict, folks. I'm gonna vote right
But
over
yeah,
here.
so what happened was I took some time off, and then I had to get involved with work, and I was working out of state, so I was doing a lot of traveling back and forth and working a lot. So I just took a break from everything for a couple
Yeah,
years,
you come here, you're like a safe bet here.
and then the Portland ice thing happened, and I was watching it and watching it and watching it, just like most of you guys do. And there were a couple YouTubers that I knew from before the Portland ice thing that ended up getting caught up in the Portland ice thing. Uh, People like Veli, people like JD Delay. Um,
I don't know what's happening here.
I had known of Nick Sorter before that. People that I've been
Now,
seeing on YouTube, anyways, and then they got involved in Portland, and I'm like, oh wow, they're here in town, and I'm a big fan of meeting people in person. So there's no excuse for me not to drive an hour to go meet all these people that I watch all the time. So I ended up during the first big Patriot weekend, I ended up down at Portland Ice, and the rest is history. Here we are. You guys helped my channel get to the point where I could do this. Yeah, yeah, it is a sport here. It is a sport. It's a hobby. It's a way of life. But sometimes it is a sport. I've actually seen competing protests.
try something else.
He's going to try something. Hopefully, it's going to clear his stream up. Yep, some cities have this sports aspect. Yeah, Seattle, Minneapolis, Boston gets that way sometimes. Um, I think it's either Austin or Houston, one of the two Texas cities down there. They seem to have quite a bit going on down there. Either Austin or Houston. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, there are some cities that are programmed for it. I've been all around this country, and people, when they find out I'm from Portland, because I hang out with right leaning people, and when they find out from Portland, they're just like, oh my God, I can't believe you deal with that shit. There's a lot of people around the country that think that what we got going on here isn't even real. It's so unbelievable to them. Is it in Austin? Yeah. I knew one of those cities. Yeah, Austin's the capital, and they do it around the Capitol building, so that makes sense. Thank you for that, Jess. Ooh, that's nice and clear. Hopefully it stays that way. By the way, is anybody watching me in vertical? Is anybody watching me in vertical on their phone? Because I clicked something new today that apparently is enabling me to go both. So whichever one you pick, I can go portrait or landscape. I'm wondering if anybody's watching me in vertical on their phone.
Okay.
I don't even see my picture on the vertical. That's weird. Let me take a second and see if there's any updates on X. Still have not gotten. No, we're still stuck at the same place on X. I still have not gotten my separate monitor yet, guys. So every time I have to go look, I have to walk away from chat for a minute. So just so you know that these protests are just financial protests. They're really protesting rising costs, homelessness, joblessness. What protests are those? Because I would be backing if they were protesting the rising costs, homelessness, and joblessness. I would be protesting with them. I would back those kind of protests. But these protests around here aren't about that because they're all homeless and jobless and they love it. So they're definitely not protesting that. I have no idea what a VR mode is. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I just clicked some button and it said that I could go vertical. That's what they're protesting. It's been, well, maybe where you are and what you're seeing, but that's not what the ICE protest is. That's not what the gay parade protests are. There's a whole lot of other things that don't have anything to do with homeless. And I mean, I understand some of them are. I'm not completely arguing with you, but to think that they all started out like that, that's kind of silly thinking because out here they will protest the wind blowing the wrong direction. And they can't protest the financial stuff because they keep voting for it. Virtual reality mode. That's weird. I can't even understand what that would do. Like reassignment the language to divide and fixate on political difference. They're like zombies protesting. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, CC, is a lot of times they don't really know what they're protesting. They're just protesting to protest. They're protesting because give them something to do and they feel like they're important for a while and they get the media attention and all of that. Like the whole ICE thing. They haven't been really using that building in months and they're still protesting the building.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's no reason to be protesting at Portland ICE anymore. It's not doing anything except for causing trouble.
Justice and love are two essential concepts that contribute to the well-being of harmony of society. Justice and
And they
love
try to
are
find any
incredibly
justification
important
they
in an
can
inclusive and
to keep
harmonious world
protesting.
for all
That's why they're
individuals.
conflating everything.
Thank you
What
for your
does
time.
ICE have to do with trans rights? What does ICE have to do with homelessness? What does ICE have to do with any of these other things that they say they're advocating for? ICE has zero to do with it. Weird 3D watching headset. I don't want to watch myself in 3D. That'd be kind of weird. I hope none of you guys want to watch me in 3D. That's kind of creepy. An excuse to hang out and party is basically what it is. They got a DJ down there, and they feel like as long as they yell "F ice" every once in a while, then they feel like they're doing something. Weird communist dialogue chains. Yeah, it's chants, catchphrases, rhetoric. They actually speak in it. Have you ever listened to Wider Mike? He cannot have an intelligent conversation. It's all catchphrases, even when he's on the X spaces and whatever. He is literally a dictionary of lefty catchphrases. He cannot have an intelligent conversation for the life of him. It's all slogans and chants and clever little cliches. He can't have an actual conversation with anybody. It really hurts his head when he tries because I've seen him try, I've heard him try, and every time he starts spitting out facts, he's wrong because he doesn't research anything. He just goes what his little protesting friends have told him, the little things he hears them debating about. even being like pro Trump, it's like, and then what? I want to hear people with actual changes that would stop the language battle.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I mean,
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that about that, Cece, to be 100% honest. What's going to happen in 2028 when Trump's no longer in office? How how is it going to translate? All the activism that we have that's centered around him and centered around MAGA,
I gotta get my feet
the
right.
Trump MAGA, not real MAGA, Trump MAGA, which are different. What's going to happen when we don't have Trump any longer? How is everything going to shift and change when we don't have him in the White House to rally around? I've been doing this way before Trump, so I'm not going to have an issue with it. And I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a cultist. I don't worship Trump. I don't even like Trump. I think he's a decent president, and I support what he's doing as president, but I don't like
It's
him.
blurry. I know. I'm trying to find a solution here.
So I've got no problem with him leaving office.
That sucks.
I'm scared of what comes next. But my activism and my opinions and my political stance, all of that have very little to do
See if
with Trump.
it gets any better down here.
I told Will that. I said, I'm not MAGA, as you guys define MAGA. I believe in MAGA. I want to make America great again. But as you guys define MAGA, I am not MAGA. I don't wear a hat. I have one MAGA hat, and it's like little. It's a winter hat, and it's got little cursive letters that say MAGA. I don't have the baseball hat.
Hey,
I've
how
got
are you?
one
Yellow?
out of my whole closet. I have one Trump
Nice to meet you.
T-shirt, and that's
Hey.
because it's a funny biker joke about Hillary.
Well, definitely not in person.
I have
Going
one
nuts on
Trump
your
T-shirt.
videos.
I got a couple flags,
I was impressed.
Trump flags, and they've been folded in my garage for years. I don't even bring them out.
Places you'd see the courthouse burned down.
Yeah, yeah.
Based on the verdict. I don't know what they were.
I'm not a huge Trump fan.
I don't know if you were over there.
I'm just not. I never liked him before he was president.
Supporters were
I
like,
don't like who he is as a person, but I did vote for him, and I do support some of the things
Yeah, I'm
that
lost.
he's done as president. I don't support everything.
yeah, awesome on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah. It was nice meeting you.
If Austin was my family,
Great
justice
work
be
out there.
served regardless of legal
Thank you.
outcome, what it's called, crime and pat. Yeah.
Take care. Be safe. Nick's order.
Oh, Nick Sorter's down there. Wow. He's only going to be on X, though. I know he's not live streaming.
Better spot.
Harder you go on the weirdos, more active. You know, and it becomes just an endless circle of death, man. It really does. I've been accused of bathing with my MAGA hat. Well, more power to you. I mean, if that's your thing, then rock it. If it makes you happy and you're doing positive things with it, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not my thing.
It makes no difference here either.
I have a different
Oh,
point
well.
of view than most people I
It is what it is.
associate with. And that's another thing is I love anything that triggers the left. And Trump triggered the left hardcore. So I was a fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of modern day ICE tactics. I'm not a huge law enforcement fan, believe it or not. And I'm really, really hardcore against excessive use of force, police brutality, things of that sort. I tried to be a First Amendment auditor at one point. I like good cops, but I don't like bad cops at all. And I understand we need cops. That doesn't mean I have to enjoy them.
Okay. Thank you. All right, some total SWAT rolled up.
So the thing is I'm not pro ICE. That's not why I go down to
rolled up here.
South Waterfront in Portland. I don't go down there to support ICE. I go down there because I hate Antifa. And I think the protesters are silly as all get up. And I want to film them and make fun of them. Possibly have some conversations, maybe have a dialogue with somebody and learn something or they learn something or whatever, because that's part of my personality. But mostly I'm down there because I think it's stupid and silly and I want to make fun of it. You have never once heard me
Still choppy.
Still blurry.
say I love ice, unless I was joking about it. I'm not the type of person that's going to be rah rah sis boom bah for law enforcement.
That's getting better.
They're a necessary evil as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not down there supporting ICE. I'm down there protesting the protesters. I have a different point of view than most of these guys that I hang out with. And thankfully we've been able to respect each other's point of views and get along and work towards a common goal. And that's all great. I think differently than almost anybody I know. I'm weird like that.
We're live outside the courthouse here.
And I can get along with people with different views. I can get along with people with opposing views. You guys have seen that in my chat. Hell, fucking I was being friendly with Freya last night, for God's sakes.
Verdict watch.
I don't agree with anything that comes out of Freya. Doesn't mean we can't be friendly. Doesn't mean we can't be cordial and respectful and agree to disagree. And if you can find some commonalities and get along with a fellow human being, all the better. But you got these idiots like Mike that if they don't have conflict, they don't have anything. And there's people like that on the right too, but I try not to focus on that much because I don't like to punch right. But people like Mike, they live off confrontation, hardcore confrontation, and they live to trigger and troll people because they have nothing positive in their life because they are so absolutely disgusted by themselves when they look in the mirror that the only option they feel they have is to make everybody else as miserable as they are. People like Pam and Mike, and I want to say Will too, but hot take, I think Will might be coming around for some reason. I've seen some things out of Will that kind of making me wonder if he's not seeing the light on some things. So I'm gonna reserve judgment on that right now. That might shock you guys who haven't been keeping up with that whole situation. But I'm reserving judgment on Will right now. I think I may see some little breakout shining moments out of him lately. So I'm gonna sit back and watch and see how this develops. I kind of have a bad feeling that something's going to trigger him again and he's going to go right back to everything. But I like to see the good in people. I'm a very cynical person until it comes to people. I try to find
Don't like it.
a little breakout opportunity with people. I try to find the little bit of good that they can capitalize on, and I hope and pray that people can become better people. That's the one place that I'm not as cynical as when it comes to other people, and that's kind of a weird thing. I get it, but like I said, I'm weird. I have weird ways of looking at things. I've seen very, 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 very bad people turn into very good people.
Extreme.
Industry. Will just want some friends. I think Will just does want some friends, and he doesn't know how to go about it. I think he's trying so hard to fit into somewhere that he's excluding himself from everywhere. And as odd as this may sound, I kind of feel bad for him. And I think he backed himself into a corner that he didn't expect to be backed into. And now he doesn't know how to come out of it. And I think something may have told him, hey, maybe I need to think about this shit a little more. Like I said, I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm hoping something positive comes out of it. He did. He apologized to me on his live stream in front of everybody. And maybe I'm a little biased because of that. That in an odd way, that kind of impressed me and made me look at him not through shit colored glasses. And I hope I'm right. I could be wrong. CC, I cannot imagine you not being banned by him. You are like a super troll, and that's not going to work. Yeah, well, Jess, I didn't say I was supporting him. I just said I'm going to sit back and watch. I had a revelation a couple weekends ago
Just wait.
that all this trolling is not helping my mental health at all. I was starting to get very, very engrossed in it, especially with the will thing. And it was turning me into somebody I don't like to be. There are things that have happened behind the scenes that you guys don't even know about. This situation almost got really, really bad. And I had a moment of clarity and I said, I need to stop. I need to slow down or I'm going to do something I can't take back. And it's not that I'm supporting him. It's not that I'm pro Will or I'm Will's biggest fan. It just doesn't do my soul any good or make me any money to hate him anymore. It really doesn't. And he apologized and said he wasn't going to bring up my family anymore. That was the thing that I had issue with, was him talking about my family. If he's going to stop talking about my family, do what you got to do. You be you, bro. It's that simple. That was the one thing that set me off, was talking about my family. If he's not going to do that, I told him, I said, we can go back to trolling each other and it's all fun and games,
You know I like Waffle House.
because I was tired of hatred of Will occupying my
Been
soul.
to Waffle House?
Yeah, and will you go lay down, please, buddy? Come on. Wider Mike's the other one. Go lay down. It's not doing my soul any good or making me any money to hate Mike. Now, if I see him in person again, game on. If we end up in the same place at the same time, circumstances will be circumstances. That's a whole different story. But I'm not going to fixate on it. I've got better things to do, quite literally. I've got a lot of better friends to do, a lot of better things to do with my time, with my friends and my family. People that really matter, because at the end of the day, these guys don't really matter. Because once I close the lid on my laptop or turn my phone off, they disappear.
Can I piggyback off of this? How do you do that?
It does rot your body and soul. And it was starting to get to me. It really was. I'm not going to lie. It was starting to affect my mental and emotional health.
You might make a difference.
I was literally addicted to the hatred.
Yeah, how do you do a hot tub?
I would wake up and check my phone to see if Will posted anything or if Mike posted anything, so that I could respond and spew some more hatred out there. That's not healthy. And it definitely wasn't making me wake up in a good mood.
Hold on, don't.
And like I said, it got so bad that I made some phone calls that I didn't want to make. And I could have escalated this situation a lot farther than it has been. And A, that's getting other people involved that don't really need to be involved. B, it's taking a stupid situation and making it real. I can't do that, because that puts me in jeopardy of being taken away from my family. And nobody is worth that outside of my family. There's not a single person on this planet that is worth me spending a night away from my family. So I had to rethink things. It puts me in a good mood. I'll get bored of it eventually. See, my problem is I don't get. I don't get bored. I get fixated. And a lot of times I won't stop until the problem's solved. And I don't think past that. Like I said, when I put myself into something, I put all of me into something. And I was putting all of me into my hatred. I had to stop doing that. That's kind of why I haven't been online so much lately. Yeah, I agree. Wolf, I agree. I agree. I'm so not happy with that night. I went down there that night. I was so unhappy. Unfortunately, everything was all wrapped up and quieted down, and he was about to leave when I got there. But I saw that shit on TV, and I literally hopped on the bike and rode an hour to go down there. No, I was in the car that night because my wife was blowing up my phone telling me to behave myself. Yeah, there is a huge system behind it, Woof, especially here in Portland. And I've been dealing with that for 10 years now, investigating it,
All right,
bringing
I
it
got on
to
some
light,
hotspot
even when nobody
here.
listens.
We might got
Portland
some
City
better
Hall is
reception going.
trash, and it's not getting any better. It's just getting quieter.
Oh yeah, it looks much better.
But all the stuff is happening.
All right, I'm on a hot Wi-Fi
Portland City Hall
hotspot.
is trash, dude.
We should be good. Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
And it makes me so upset that I'm still involved, even though I don't live in Portland anymore.
All right, we're on a hot Wi-Fi hotspot.
But I hate when people say that because even though I don't live in
Should be
Portland,
much
Portland
better.
still affects everything in our
Finally.
lives.
Thank you.
Portland makes policy for Oregon.
Thank you.
Portland may as well be our capital.
I'm gonna have to send you guys some JLR merch.
Merch. I like the merch.
You're gonna shoot me your address.
I mean,
I
I
got
like
I
the
got a
merch.
surprise for you.
Okay.
I fixed my Wi-Fi. So happy. My thing was that it's clear. I was like worried about it. You know what I mean?
It's good.
Like I was like, what the heck
Yeah,
is
I
going
get that,
on?
Wolf.
We're clear. We're
And
clear.
when you say buddies, I'm assuming you mean just the protesters because those are the only buddies he has. He doesn't have any buddies in real life. As a matter of fact, there's a bunch of people in real life that would love to see what you're talking about.
I don't know,
When I
man.
told him he had the wrong people
Because
looking for him, I
Verizon's
was
the
not
first time
joking.
ever my Verizon sucked. Like in an area, but AT&T would like supersede.
Most people, yeah, I have AT&T around there.
So if something pops
Yep,
off,
Portland does run our
you and
state.
I are gonna take a walk. You just walk with me. I don't know how far it goes.
I mean, I'll walk
That's
with
why I
you.
said I'm all for
I don't have to sit down. I'm actually
Portland,
sitting
Salem, and
in the
Eugene.
seats.
They could be their own state.
Yeah.
Leave the rest of us
All
alone.
right, folks, we're back out here. Share this out. We are live.
Make it 10 miles from I
We're
5
with
either side,
Wi-Fi now, and
and
we're
just
ready
make
to
a
go.
little narrow state
So
right there,
see what
about the
happens.
size of New Jersey.
Flyers. I appreciate all of you.
Willamette Valley proper. He said 10 miles either way,
Thank you for helping
15
me.
maybe.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome,
Thank you.
Chad.
That'd reach
Thank you,
about
Chad.
Oregon City and Beaverton.
Now, what's going on here? There's people up there on the steps.
Yeah, what is going on?
5 feet.
Hey, we have a clear picture now, though. I'm happy about that. No, they're just trying to pick their excuse. Was that the unique 80? I guess I'm gonna think that says. Welcome, you're a new name. Am I saying that right? The unique 80. No, I'm not, Jess. Idaho doesn't need that. Um, I'm more of a state of Jefferson kind of person. I don't think Idaho needs to be any bigger. I think Idaho needs to stay just the way they are. Um, Making a state bigger creates a whole nother set of problems. But
Live outside the courthouse, Colin
I
County
am a state of
Courthouse.
Jefferson person, carving out another state out of what's already there. I don't want to make any other state bigger. I want to create a 51st state.
Verdict. Coming soon. Maybe, maybe not. This is a chat where you can share your thoughts. Do you feel
There
that
is
if
actually a
Muskogee
cultural
votes
divide between Eastern Oregon and Idaho. They are
Muskogee
two
Fort Wayne,
different sets of people. Um, Probably more similar than not, but they are still two different kinds of people. There is like everyone's eating glue. Idaho does its own thing mostly. And here's the thing that gets me is all these people from Oregon are moving to Idaho. If we turn around and turn Oregon into Idaho, it's going to feel like they moved for nothing. But yeah, I think somehow, some way, Oregon needs to distance itself from the grip of Portland and Salem because there's a large, vast majority of the state that does not think like Portland and Salem do. But then what do you do with all the people that think like us that are left in Portland? They have to move. I can't for the life of me understand how there are still people that think like us that live in Portland, why they haven't moved somewhere yet, but it's not always that easy to move. I get it. Some of these people have Portland roots going back generations. It wouldn't be so easy just to pick up and move, so I get that. But like I've said before and I'll say it again, every time I move a little farther away from Portland. And it's so sad because when I moved here in the 90s, I loved Portland. I thought Portland was the neatest place. That's why I'm still here. By the time it started really getting shitty, I was already locked in and I wasn't going anywhere. But when I first moved here, I stayed here because I loved Oregon. I even liked Portland. I loved just going and hanging out in Portland because it was just weird enough for me to like it. It was just weird enough to be fun and quirky and different. And I grew up in the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes region. Portland was completely different from what I grew up in. So I liked it a lot. But over the last 30 years, I've watched it get shittier and shittier and shittier by the year. So I've moved farther and farther and farther away from it. I still want to be near it. I still want to be connected to it because I like the city because it's a city. I don't like the city because it's Portland. I like the city because it's a city
So an
and you
honorary
can
vote
go
back
and do
in
things and,
goes in
have an
effect.
adventure and whatnot. But I don't want to live in Portland anymore. I did. I lived in the Portland metro area well, until Y2K. So I lived there for 4 years. And then I moved to Salem for a few years and then moved back and forth, Clackamas County and Portland for some years. And then probably 2010 ish, I started moving farther away from Portland.
What do you think, folks?
So I spent the better part of 14 years in the Portland metro area,
Take extra pictures. No, 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 no. I'm gonna keep it here.
but I've always been close enough to be connected to Portland. When you want something, you go to Portland, especially when you live in these little small towns that barely have a Walmart within driving distance. You end up going, you buy your daily things in town, but then, you know, at least once every couple of weeks, you get empty out the truck or the SUV and you head into Portland and stock up and whatnot. Because it gets expensive shopping in a small town for everything. But anyways, yeah, Portland sucks, and I can't understand, except for the people that love the new weirdness. If you're a normal person, I can't understand why you would still want to be there. Yeah, yeah, you got to be where the work is, and that's one of the reasons also that I haven't moved very far because I find myself doing a lot of jobs in Portland. Well, I did until I got out of construction, but when I was doing construction and remodel, I made my better money I made in the Portland area. Oh, I'm going on 2 hours. I kind of want to get off here and go to bed, but I'm afraid as soon as I cut my live, then something's going to happen. I'm going to be like, damn it, I missed it. Because that's the way it always works. I sit here and wait and wait and wait. And the minute I get impatient is the minute that I get screwed. Things are going to pop off in the UK very, very soon. Despite me sitting here drinking an energy drink, I am starting to get tired though. Yeah, I'm really interested in that now. I'm going to have to check into that, the whole beheading thing. It's just ridiculous. And now, what do you guys think? Do you think New York's going to turn into London with Mum Donnie? What a name! I can't even say that name without laughing. Mum Donnie. Yeah, the thing is, you get all these crazy pent up right wingers like Tommy Robinson, and all these guys, and when they go off, they go off. There ain't no sorta about it. But here's the thing: is I've known a lot of New Yorkers, and New Yorkers ain't no punks. What video is that? You saw the beheading video, Cece? That's not okay. Um, Sooner or later, New Yorkers are going to have enough, and that's going to be bad. If New Yorkers decide to rebel, your average New Yorkers, right now it's just the lefties and the hardcore activists that are acting out. But if you get everyday average real New Yorkers to start getting pissed off, Snookers, what's up? DB, welcome. And we're talking about that, wondering if it's going to happen or not. There's a distinct possibility. You know, I keep hearing these podcasters say that we hope and pray that cooler heads prevail. But from some of the rhetoric and shit that I've seen getting thrown around that parking lot in front of the courthouse, I don't feel like there's any cooler heads involved in this. I think everybody has made it way too emotional, or they're just looking for an excuse. Morning. Hey, two goats. Yes, you need your sleep. That's going on there. That's keeping you up. We better pop off. Iran breaking the Apache was shot down. Trump said. Somebody told me that earlier. I had missed that last night, but somebody told me earlier. Two goats. Unfiltered. I guess you're peacing out. Thanks for being in here. See you on if the jury doesn't reach a decision by end of day. Well, I'm kind of hoping they reach one soon, so I can go to sleep. I'm probably going to have to soon, anyways. I got to work tonight again. I'm so tired, but looking for an excuse. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Doesn't reach a decision by end of the day, they will be
The guy
sequestered.
still there, he walked away to
I can't
investigate
understand why it's
the
taking them this long. I mean, personally, it should have been a 15-minute conversation. I think they should have walked in the room, looked at each other, and said, "We all know what's up. Tell me if you don't." And everybody looks at the what they call the jury president, whatever. What do they call the guy that's captain of the jury or lady? There's a word for that. But somebody should look at the one in charge and give her a wink and a nod and say, "Let's all go back in there and do what needs to be done." Because it seems pretty cut and dry to me. But I guess that's why we have juries of our peers, right? So they can talk about it and try to decide the best thing. I mean, that's the whole point of a jury. Jury foreman, thank you. Thank you, DB. That's the word I was looking for. Um, it seems like it should be an easy decision. Lay down or get down. You're not going to play on my bed. Lay down or get down. All right, thank you. But I think the foreman should stand up and be like, "Are we doing this?" Any nays? It's not that obvious. Yeah. I know, Cece. I'm being hyperbolic. I know. And the jury instructions, I showed you guys that page of JD Miles. If you guys want to read the jury instructions, they're on that Twitter page. As a matter of fact, I'll blow it up so you guys can see it right now.
So all
I
of
should
that
probably check and see if he's got any
out here,
updates
I see people asking in
while
the
we're
chat.
talking about it.
It's
Let me refresh it, see if there's anything
Christian
new,
music
if
that's
we're still
playing, and then
waiting.
there's a lady that's
Nope,
teaching,
still the same
and
point.
some people are
But you
singing.
guys can
So
see
this
on
song
my
is just
screen
gonna
right
start
there,
back up once they get
these
to
are
the
the
end,
actual
but
jury
that's what you're hearing.
instructions that the judge handed out, apparently. Screenshots of the judge's charge to the jury. It's the instructions they follow to determine whether defendant's actions meet the requirements of murder or manslaughter. If they don't meet the requirements of either, he will be found not guilty. He's got to be convicted of one or the other. And it's been 2 hours now since he said that they just
Oh,
retired to
here it goes again.
deliberate.
So that's Christian music, and then
So they're
somebody's
deciding between
some
murder,
guy's singing in
manslaughter,
the chat.
or acquittal. But yeah, if you guys want to read the instructions to the jury while you're waiting, um,
I
right
would just,
there,
I
JD
mean, most of
Miles
it's
on Twitter has
most of
them
it's not my
all
stuff. So
posted for us to read. Kamala, I agree with you. I think if it's taking this long, somebody is not sure. Somebody is holding out. I've actually never been on a jury. I've showed up for jury duty and somehow skated out of it like 3 times now. Um,
We have more than two, but there's two. Yeah, there are two younger ladies out here.
and if they call you in for once and you
They're
get
like my security.
denied or excused, then you're out of it until the next rotation here in Oregon, anyways.
For the right price, I'll be here.
So I've never been called
trans
back
lady, I'm not watching
in
his
the
chat.
same cycle.
I'm watching his chat on my
Yeah,
phone.
laws will be different in every state. See, that's point well taken, Cece. But like I said, if you want to see exactly what the judge said to him, it's there on the screen. Lurkers matter. Well, there's only 16 people showing, so I'm sure I got some lurkers on there, but not very many. I don't have very many people. I didn't expect that many this morning. It's a weird time for me, and everybody's probably at work. Even on the East Coast, people are still at work. Because is it Wednesday? Is this Wednesday or Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday, actually. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Okay, but it's still work day. Yeah, I'm so tired. My days are so screwed. It at midnight tonight it is the end of my pay period for this week, and I will turn in a 65-hour time card for a 5.5 day week. I have no idea what day it is. I have no idea why I'm still awake.
Welcome, Kentucky girl.
I have no idea how I'm walking. But you got to do what you got to do. Like I said, I'm not complaining because of Trump's no tax on overtime. I make super, super good money when I work overtime. And that's 25 hours of super, super good money. So, and we need that paycheck right now. My wife and I are struggling, so I have to put in every overtime hour that's available. And that's another reason I'm sorry that I haven't, well, I'm not sorry, but I'm apologizing that I haven't been doing many live streams lately, but our bills are piling up and I have to work as much as I can. So, um, I appreciate every contribution that I get off of here, but it doesn't pay my bills. So, priorities are priorities. If I have to do a live stream or go make 40 bucks an hour, then I'm going to go do that.
So they're saying around 400 people.
Or something to that effect. Yeah, I'm feeling every hour of it right now, Snooks. I told him I'm not. This next weekend, I need my weekend. I'll probably end up working anyways because I need a really, really good paycheck. We got a lot of stuff overdue right now. I'm the only one working in my house of
I
five,
don't know if
so
y'all watch Court TV or not, but
sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Got to take care of your family, right?
I think his last name is Thomas. He's right here. Let me see.
But
He's not
like I
too
said when I
trustworthy.
started this, I'm going to be paying attention to this, probably not be able to sleep for a while anyways. So I figured I'd watch it with you guys.
He's under that tent in the.
Cajun, there's another name I haven't seen in a while. Welcome,
He's
welcome.
super nice guy.
Yeah, I probably will do that, Wolf. The problem is my wife should be home between 11:30 and 12:30, and if I go to sleep just before that, I'm going to get to sleep for 20 minutes and then she's going to wake me up and then we're going to fight. So I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to stay up until she gets home. I'm not a very good wake up person. Either is she. We're fair about it. Neither one of us like being woken up. So yeah, if I were to go to bed now, I would just get into REM sleep and she'd
He
come
just
home and
walked
wake me up.
away, and
So
he's
that's
still
not the
talking to
greatest
himself.
idea if I want to get fed today. Because when I piss her off, I don't get
Yeah, I
fed.
don't know where he went. Maybe he went to the
And that's
bathroom. I
fair.
have no idea.
I can't expect her to cook for me when I'm being a dick. But I don't like it. But I really don't. If it
Oh, Marky, that was really
oh
nice.
Jesus, listen to him.
I was happy to
Come
be
on
able
over
to
here
meet
for
you guys today.
Camelo. Come join an admitted
He's part
murderer.
of the JLR,
Come
Marky.
join us supporting a murderer. Oh, there's another name, Oddball. I'm getting more people in here. This is awesome. Getting more people in here. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Sorry guys, I got this paper clip thingy here that I found. It's a little come on, show it on the screen. It's one of these little squeezy paper clip thingies, and I can't stop fiddling with it now. It's actually kind of cool. The little things turn, bend, and I can snap them around. So I'm like, I got my little fidget spinner thing going on now. So that's what I'm looking at in case you're wondering why I'm not looking at the camera. Playing with this stupid little paperclip thingy. That's fatigue. Because I only get 4 to 5 hours of sleep a day, which usually isn't that bad when I'm only working 4 on and 3 off because I can take naps and I can stand anything for a few days. But I'm going on a week now with no days off, so it's starting to catch up to me right now. So Thursday morning is my Friday evening. So basically, I've got 2 more
Kids
shifts,
pulling in.
Tuesday to Wednesday and Wednesday to Thursday. I've
Oh,
got
that's
2 more shifts,
makes me scared.
and they're only 9-hour shifts, I think. I think I got to be to work at 11 tonight. Let me check. I better make sure before I get there at the wrong time. Let me look at my schedule. Okay, so tonight's 9.5 and tomorrow's 10.5. So relatively short shifts. That's hard, and people judge. I quit my job to be my son's caregiver. Yeah, we've been through that too.
What's my name? My name's
We have
Tracy.
an autistic
I
son in
live
the
here in the
house.
city, and I came to meet
He's
one of
a
our
he's an adult
pet.
child basically at this point. He's
Well,
28, but he still needs
I was here yesterday
taken care
waiting
of.
on his ex. There he comes. Look,
How
he's
was breakfast? I didn't have. Oh, on Sunday we had
he's
breakfast,
talking to
right?
your chat.
Was that
Yeah.
Sunday? Yeah, because it was
Listening
church
to
day.
like crazy stuff, and
Breakfast
my
was
my friend came
awesome,
by and wanted to say hi, and she has a
and
Tesla, and I'm like, hey, can I never been in a Tesla
The
I
before?
ate
best.
all of
And
my
she,
breakfast. I
she's
must
like,
have been
what? It's
really
up
hungry
there.
because
Did
it
you
was a
see a guy with a
giant
white pickup
breakfast.
truck come? Okay, so they were up there really
And
going
she
at it
only
up
ate
there. There was
about a third of hers and took the rest
these
home.
guys in
But
white pickup trucks, and
no,
I was like,
breakfast was
wow, this is
awesome. It's
like
been a while
Carmelo
since we've been
Anthony's
out to
GoPro truck,
breakfast.
and he's
It's been a while
there
since
was
we've been out
cars,
anywhere.
and I
I've
got
been
it because
working so much, and
let me see.
we haven't had the money to go out and enjoy
It
things.
got
So
definitely testy up there.
we take pride in we take joy in the simple things and just going out to eat once in a while. That's the thing about being poor, guys, is it doesn't always
They were
suck
going. This guy in a
because
white pickup, but this
when
guy,
you do
I'm gonna
simple
blame the
stuff,
guy
you
with the white
appreciate it
pickup
a
truck
lot
because he's
more.
out there just
Like a
yelling
lot of
out
you guys probably go
Carmelo
out to eat
Anthony's
all the
GoPro
time. It's just
trophy.
another night. It's just another meal.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
But
pretty
do.
when you
bomb. That's
don't
pretty
have it
bomb.
for a while,
And then
just going out
he
and
looks like
sitting in a
also he has
restaurant and
all
having
sorts of
somebody
tickets
wait
on.
on you, and it's a little town. We know the
And
waitress,
he's
and
been on positions with
she
everything.
likes
Look
us.
at
We're
him there.
friends.
Got
We're buddies,
nice. The
so
upper
we have good
side.
conversations. And
That's
we
what
were
it's supposed to be.
literally,
I mean,
because we went during church hours, we were literally the only people in that part of the restaurant.
when you have the
So we had the
situation,
waitress all to ourselves, and we laughed and
it's
talked
very
about
positive.
stupid shit and
It's not
whatever. And
anything like that. Even though people
it
say
was
it's
fun. It was a
isolated,
great experience.
it's like
It was
5%.
relaxing,
And I'm
getting away from the house, getting away from all the stress, even if only for an hour.
I think he was screaming like Carmelo's in
So
hell or
when you
something.
don't get to do stuff all
That's
the
what he
time, you
said.
take a lot of joy in the
He's
simple
in a
little
pickup truck.
things. Just the fact that nobody had to cook and we didn't have to do dishes, that right there made it awesome.
All right, live outside.
41 with
So
Down
how
syndrome.
are
Oh,
you today?
goodness.
I was.
He was at
I
least
was doing
96 until
that's
COVID
great.
almost killed him. Oh,
Yeah,
goodness. I'm sorry to hear that.
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah, and just kind of showed them the
I don't have a
ropes.
lot of experience with
They
Downs,
told
but
him what was
my
happening, and
ex-wife
everybody was saying he's loud.
Yeah.
had a niece and nephew
Worship music.
that were
Walk away with my battery
severely affected with Down syndrome. So I have had some experience with it, and I know it's very challenging for the family. The good thing about it is when they're so affected by it, they don't realize anything else. It's not like they sit there and wish that they could be not with Down syndrome because they don't have, at least the niece and nephew didn't have the cognitive ability to be jealous of quote unquote normal people. So they loved life. They laughed and
That's like
smiled
how I know what I'm doing.
constantly. They didn't feel
Just
sorry
walk
for
away from
themselves. They
the
didn't,
battery
you
charger.
know, they weren't missing anything. They weren't hating their life.
That could be a
They didn't know
task
any
for so
better.
many people
And
that are here. Hey, let somebody borrow
they
that.
thought so simply that everything just gave them joy. Everything just gave them joy. And it was fun to be around them because they laughed and smiled so much it was contagious. And you couldn't help but be around them and not laugh and smile with them. I love my chat. You guys are so awesome and positive.
You like
Jennifer
Death Valley?
investigates. That's hilarious.
Oh my god, it's like Mars, dude.
Can you
Death
imagine how
Valley is the
bored these
worst.
media people are right now, just staring at this building, waiting and waiting and waiting?
Yeah.
And I guess it's hot. JLR was
No, I
complaining
love it when couples watch.
um,
I love it when couples watch the TV.
a couple hours
I was
ago,
just
I
in the
guess
Tesla
now.
and she's
He
like,
was complaining that it was
in the
already getting
panic. She's
hot
like, me
there.
and my husband watch
He
it.
did an interview with this black lady, and they were like, let's go stand in the shade. Let's get the hell out of this sunshine.
What do we do?
And that was a couple hours ago, so it was still fairly early.
Same thing with you too, right? Yeah, look,
I think
husbands and
this is
wives
Central
watch JLR
Texas.
every
I'm not
day.
sure where
Love it.
Collin County is. They keep saying Dallas area, so that would make it Central Texas.
Husbands and wives.
And it gets really, really hot
My
there.
husband's been watching it at work.
Yeah, Death Valley is. I was impressed. I wish I probably would stay another day there and try to explore it a little bit more. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You guys go out to those type of places?
We would.
I don't know, guys. I think I'm going to give it another like 15 minutes. We'll cut it at like 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think I'll give another 15 minutes. If you guys got any questions or anything you want to say, go ahead and throw it out there. I don't see this ending very, very quickly anytime soon. And I'm too tired to multitask, so I'm not going to look up other stories or whatever. Um, I'll tell you what I am going to do, though, I think, and I haven't done this for a while, is I think I'm going to do a late night stream tonight. I think I'm going to do a stream from work, and I don't start work till 11. So it's going to be a super late night stream, but I think I'll try to catch up on some news this evening. And I'll do a late night Insomniac stream again, and we'll talk about some news later, everything that I figure out. My son was on a higher level and used to ask why he was born. Oh, that sucks. I had him when I was 16 before COVID. He had worked almost 10 years at a nursing home. He worked at a nursing home? That's killer. Played golf on a swim team. That's pretty cool that he was afflicted with something, but worked at giving back. That's pretty cool. That's an inspiring story, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that flippantly. That is actually an inspiring story to know that somebody with that kind of disability spent his time at work benefiting somebody else. That's a very very cool thing. I think you guys. I shouldn't have to explain that. You guys know by now. If I'll tell you how I feel. If I feel it's stupid, I'll tell you it's stupid. If I tell you it's inspiring, it's because I'm actually inspired by it. You guys should know that. I'm not a faker. I'm not very good at it. My wife always tells me that. She said I'm way too honest to be a liar. She knows I don't mess around on her because I'd never be able to hide it. Romeo, come on, buddy, please. That's the grossest noise. Thank you. Life with a bulldog, guys. Got to buy some earplugs. Would you stop, please? You're okay, buddy. You're okay. I'll be off in 15 minutes, okay? And then you can go to you want to go to the store with me? Yeah. Okay. You can go to the store with me today. My spoiled rotten bulldog. Have to start layering him early. Yeah, I'm sure that you had some input on his state of mind, so props to you for that. I always try to give credit to parents when kids turn out good because it takes a team to make that happen. People don't just get good on their own. Kids don't get good on their own. No, why does it say my stream is over? Oh, it's not. Okay. That was weird. It was telling me that my live was over, and I'm like, I'm still making it. I'm still making it. Don't think it's over yet. He is cute, but he won't let me put him on camera. He doesn't. He comes up here and sees the computer freaks him out. The computer freaks him out, so I can't put. I've tried to put him on my lap so y'all can see him, but and with this background, it's hard to see him when he's on the bed. But he's been on the channel before. None of my animals like the computer. Unless I start playing loud music. He likes music a lot. Every time I'm trying to make music at my desk here, that's why I have to make it at work. Because if I start playing music on my desk here, he goes berserk. Morning angry. Oh, what's up, Big D? What's taking so long for a guilty verdict? We were asking the same thing just a little bit ago, Justin. It's been over 2 hours now. Let me see. Let me refresh this and I'll tell you how long it's been. No, it's just saying 2 hours, but it's been over 2 hours, not 3 yet. Doesn't give me an exact time, so. But yeah, we're wondering the same thing, Dustin. It should be pretty cut and dry, but somebody is being difficult. Use them, but they keep them put up. Well, that was before he got COVID. I think the key is to raise them as a normal child. Well, I totally agree with that. And I tell people that. I'm like, if you treat them like they're victims, they're going to grow up to think they're victims. If you treat them like everybody else, they're going to think they're everybody else. That's the way that works. And that works with normal kids too. The kids that aren't afflicted with things like that. Um, I didn't, for lack of I'm just gonna, if I hope I don't say anything to offend anybody, but I didn't get a hold of my stepson until he was already almost 19 years old, and he got coddled by his mom, and she knows it. I'm not saying anything against her. I'm not saying anything she doesn't already know. He was her youngest, and he had some issues, so she babied him quite a bit. And we have issues with that now. Um, and now we kind of argue because I like to treat him like any other 20-something-year-old man. And she keeps telling me I can't. And I'm like, treating him like a child is not benefiting him at all. It's not preparing him to be independent. It's not preparing him to think on his own.
No, not really.
Because that's how I think it should be. And we have a disagreement on this because, of course, she's a great mom and she loves her kid. I can't completely fault her for it, even though we disagree. But I'm kind of hardcore, and I'm like,
So everybody is standing in the
if you want him to act like everybody else, then you need to treat him like he's everybody else.
It's okay if we're into the shade.
But if you keep telling him that he's special and different and that he should get things because he's special and different, then he's going to think that way. Someone is looking at Carmelo like he's a teen, not like he murdered. Yes, or what we were talking about earlier, Snooks. That's a great possibility. But we were wondering if somebody in there is worried about what the jury is going to do. I think Unfiltered and I were discussing that earlier. We were wondering if the pressure of public outcry isn't weighing on their decision. Somebody is wondering if they're going to create another George Floyd, and they're afraid to be the person to do that.
He got the charger back.
Because from what I'm told, I haven't 100% verified this, but from what I'm told, it's an all-white jury.
Using the hotspot, it drains my battery, so I'm
At least one of them is going to be woke, a liberal white woman. At least one of them is going to be a liberal white Karen. And I would be willing to bet a little bit of money that there's a liberal white Karen in there that's holding out. Yeah, but he's not a kid. I mean, he's a kid, he's a minor. He was 17 years old, but he's also an athlete. He's like, and at 17 you're old enough to make decisions, major decision, an obvious decision like that one.
Oh, we've got plenty of drinks.
We want to tell the society wants to act like at 5 years old, you're capable of making a decision on your permanent changing of your genitals. But at 17 years old, you're not capable of making the decision not to unalive somebody? Make that math work.
I don't know who that is.
You can literally mutilate your body by choice at 5 years old. You're smart enough to do that. Okay, well, yeah, okay, thanks for the correction, Two Goats. You're right. I keep saying all white, and that's not what I mean. I mean, when I say all white, I mean as in there are no black jurors. That's what I know for sure, that there aren't any black jurors. I know there's like, I heard there's like six different or some shit like that. There's different ethnicities in there or whatever, but none of them are African American. That's what I was trying to say. And who was that? Who? Tamara Neely? I didn't know about that one, but I know about the Sarah Fields. I was talking about her earlier because she was attacked, threatened, like last night or this morning or some shit. Boba Fett, welcome, welcome. But yeah, thank you for correcting me on that, Two Goats. I was saying that I was misspeaking on that. I knew what I meant, but I wasn't saying it properly. I wasn't meaning to say they were all Caucasians. I was meaning to say there were no blacks. No, don't be sorry. I appreciate you correcting me on that because I don't want to keep saying something dumb. And I was saying something dumb. I was misspeaking. Oh, I wish Miss Angry would get home so I can send her to the store. No, you guys feel free. If I'm saying something dumb, please tell me because I don't like saying dumb stuff. So if it slips my mind or if I incorrectly speak, definitely call me on it. Because I don't. Oh, that one hit hard. I don't want to be handing out misinformation because that pisses Pam off. Kind of interesting though, because I'm guessing that county has a good black population in it. What the hell? What was that?
Staying cool.
I think Mrs. Angry's home. I can't make the camera switch. Come on, damn it. Come on, camera switch. Yeah, I might have to go unlock the door, guys. I think I have the house key. Give me a second. I'm going to go unlock the door. I'll be right back.
Why are people running? Do we got a verdict? Why are people running? Why are people running in there? Hey, what, we got a verdict? We got a verdict?
No, look. They're bringing the media in now.
Yeah, we got something. Verdict. It looks like a verdict, folks. People are running. We might have something going on. They're all running in. Look.
Jury has reached a verdict.
Jury has reached a verdict. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Jury has reached a verdict.
Oh boy.
So, when they come out, I want you to walk with me.
No, you're just gonna take the phone.
You sure? And
Yeah.
You can use this
Let's charge. No, I don't need a phone. Can we charge it so you'll have a little more battery? 38%.
How much?
38.
Oh, you're fine.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm only at 44 here. I mean.
Okay.
Okay, so it's getting a little All right, folks.
Oh, I did. I said all kinds of horrible things about you.
All right, the crowds are coming. They're coming forward. They're coming up to these barriers.
I'm back. Happen?
Let's see what's
The
going on.
minute Angry stepped away. Oh my God! What I miss? Are they chimping out? We're not supposed to say that. Are you serious? The minute I step away, it pops off. Oh, come on. Come on, JLR. Don't fail me now. Oh, Texas toast. Yummy. Why? What precipitated this? Is it a time thing? What the hell? Nothing happened, right? Yeah. Nothing happened. They just announced they have verdict. Oh. Well, they've been in there for like 2.5 hours. What, babe? Yeah, there's going to be shit either way. I got some sweet and sour left. Oh, what was this? Oh, that's ranch. That's for you. What is it? No, I don't want that while I'm still eating. Just, okay, save me some at the bottom or something. The verdict may have been reached. Let me look on my X here and refresh that. Oh, a verdict has been reached. It will be announced sometime after the 2:05 Central Time. So that is in like 13 minutes. So the verdict is going to be released in about 13 minutes, guys. You don't want any more? Okay. Right. Send a message to the didn't do nothing culture. Didn't do nothings. What? He's a goober. I'm going to turn this up a little so we can hear what these morons are talking about.
Let's go over here. Let's go over here and wait for the verdict.
Yeah, you better get away from him, JLR. You're going to be a freaking target here in a minute.
Thank you.
There's lots of police presence there, though. What, babe? Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. So no matter what he gets convicted of, they're going to chimp out. If he gets acquitted, the white people are going to chimp out. Yep. And she said, no, we're going to take care of our own. I know. Mm-hmm. Snooks, will you confirm my time estimation here? It's 3:05 Eastern is like in 10 minutes, right? What?
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Oh, no, yeah, we are.
What are you talking about? What?
Is it working? Are you still playing?
What are you wearing? Is that mine?
Yeah, but it has the two little links. Two green.
I don't think they have, Justin, I don't think they have any clue. I think they're just doing it to do it. Yeah, Bova, unfortunately, I think you're right. No matter what, there's going to be some bang bang noises going on. Okay, thank you, Snooks. I was just trying to make sure we're on the same page here. So yeah, in 10 minutes, they're announcing the verdict.
All right, so the verdict is going to come in at 2:05. In 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Why at 2:05? That's so weird.
Verdict will be read at 2:05.
Why not just at 2 o'clock? Why is it 2:05? Honey, do you want me to plug in the radio so you can hear or no? You fine? Okay. I hear a Harley. Is somebody moving their bike out of the way? Why? Why do you want to free him? He's a murderer. All these people. We support people getting murdered because of the color of their skin. You think if Carmela was white, any of these people would care? Yeah, Bova, I was in the after space that Conspirator put on. I was listening. I just didn't jump in.
Right, so
And
we
she's got me
heavy
blocked
police
anyways. I
presence.
would have had to do some roundabout shit to jump
Got a
in,
heavy
but
police presence
it was
now.
such a shit show. I didn't want to get involved in it.
We got police that are mounted up
Yeah, she rage quit. That was funny as hell.
over there.
She was so bad that even Freya went into a space and started talking shit about her last night. She was so whack. And I think it was because Unfiltered asked her that question. It threw her off. Unfiltered asked her about her getting paid.
We got something going on.
And it just
We
totally
got action.
sent her into crash out mode. Oh, here we go. I see white people with grunt shirts walking that way.
Some sort of action. Got some.
Look, they're all crashing out, and we don't even know what the verdict is yet. This is how
Got something
stupid
going
these
on,
people
folks.
are.
Commotion. Police are on standby.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Well, you.
Oh, you okay?
Sorry.
How you doing?
I don't know. We'll find out. As long as it doesn't echo, then I don't care.
All right, we got tensions are going quick. We got two people clashing here.
Well, show it.
Both sides of position.
Get a little closer, Jay. What? Yeah, his entire family are shitbags.
Tensions are high right now, folks. There's clashing.
He needs my big pole so he can like get above the crowd. That's what I always do. Oh, you think, Hubie? You think? There is definitely a clear racial line in the middle of that crowd.
That's what I'm saying. No, you trying to your woman say you ain't black man check.
What are they even yelling about? They don't know anything yet.
Now there's room and opportunity. Ain't nothing but air and opportunity.
Oh, God bless it.
Yo, Jet, get up out of that, Jet.
That's the guy I said I liked.
Let's have a conversation. Why did you get in her face? You did. You approached her.
That was a black guy that had been acting decent all freaking morning. I said a bunch of good stuff about that guy earlier.
That is a woman. That is a woman. Pussy.
You was in my face.
Let's wait on Roberta. He can have it. Come on.
That is a woman. A mother. A sister. Okay, you say the homophobia is Pride Month. Pride Month. And we got hella pride.
He was in both our
Even as a straight man, I got hella pride. I don't give a fuck.
We got black men to take care of us.
Okay,
We got black men
and
to
what?
protect us.
And what? You're not gonna touch a black woman, I tell you that. You're not gonna get in a black woman's face.
Not today.
Yeah, I don't trudge the red t-shirt behind him.
He's not gonna get in a black woman's face. He's not gonna get in a black woman's face. He ain't gonna do shit. I'm getting to it. He ain't gonna do shit.
Look at that the red t-shirt's ready to smack him in the back of the head.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Why is nobody standing behind him?
I'm dancing. You ain't gonna do shit. I'm dancing. You ain't gonna do shit.
Look, he is begging for a compensation. It's an old guy. Well, you obviously ain't gonna do shit either. You wouldn't be talking so much. What dear? Yeah, they are. They're jumping out, literally.
Got the police coming in.
Jesus Christ, that is a huge cop. Look, see, here's the racist shit. What here? You will, because you're delayed. You'll hear it after I do.
All right, a lot of tensions are high out here. Tensions are high. Tensions are high. JLR investigates. Tensions are high. Law enforcement trying to break it all up. Law
They
enforcement.
ain't gonna do shit. I'm dancing. They ain't gonna do shit. I'm dancing. Pussy. The fuck?
Now I'm disappointed. He was so cool up until now.
We stand together. Fuck. Fuck.
All right, tensions are very high out here right
Come on,
now.
Jonathan.
Tensions are high.
You're freaking
It's like
buffering
both
again.
sides. I'm gonna step back.
The cowboy cops.
Verdict's gonna be read here shortly, folks. There's a massive crowd out here now. There could be a few hundred out here.
Where did they all come from? Are they all hiding in their cars?
Heavy law enforcement presence.
Yeah, right, Hubie?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the support. JLR.
He was acting so cool all morning, all early afternoon, and now that
County Courthouse. Verdict's
now
about
that
to
shit
be
breaks
read
loose, he's
here
gonna turn into his
shortly.
real stuff, I guess.
And crowd is forming out here.
Hey, y'all. Can we step
That
behind
cop
the
is
barriers,
huge.
please? We're trying to keep this area clear, so can we step back behind the barriers?
That is
All right, so
a
they're
large
gonna-
man.
Everybody got to get over the barriers on the other side of the barriers. They're making people move. On the other side of the barriers. All right, there might be maybe possibly some clash with law enforcement here. Can everyone get behind the barriers?
Yeah, because they don't want to
Get
comply
behind
with
the
crowd
barriers.
control.
All right, so police, we got police here. They're forming a line. All right, sheriffs and police are forming a line.
Hey guys, if you could, behind the barriers, please.
Yeah, Big Sarge, right? That's what we're gonna call him, Big Sarge.
They're forming a
That's a
line.
big boy. That guy's got to be like 6'5". Yeah, he's a lot of Wheaties.
Top windows. All right, yeah, look at the top windows. Top windows. People are looking out.
Come on, folks. Come on in.
Is that the jury?
Come on in, folks. JLR investigates. Come on in, folks.
All right, calm down a little bit here. Tensions are high, folks.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I want to mess with Texas Sheriff. They don't play down there. And then you got Big Boy Hoss there. I really don't want to mess with him.
Check them out, YouTube. Dynamic Reason. Steve, good guy.
Oh my God, this is super good. What is it?
Okay, it's still these people. They're still
Oh, it's
arguing.
good.
Why are they arguing at the police? Why is she screaming at the police though? They don't do nothing. What the fuck is she doing?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Why would you even do it?
What is she screaming at or about?
So now she acting crazy.
Oh, now he wants to act like he's peacekeeper after getting in that guy's face. This guy can't make up his mind. This guy's bad as Pam.
Okay, we're out here live, folks.
Look at me. I'm going to come out here and yell at cops over something ain't got nothing to do with me. Just because he black and I'm black. So we going to yell about it. Well, it's past 12:05.
Something's going on. Something's going on.
I wonder if they're delaying putting out the verdict until the cops get the crowd under control. They may be coordinating with these outdoor police.
We're right on the barrier here. We're gonna stay right here on the line here. See what's happening.
Now he gonna come back in here. Why you gonna come back in here?
Which means I'm anticipating a murder charge. That's my guess because they're preparing for these guys to go crazy. My bad, Apache Dog. You're right. No one is as bad as Pam. You're right. My bad. Hog Wild, that's a new name. Apache Dog, welcome. Analog Kid, hey, what's happening? There's all kinds of new names in here. There must not be anybody else showing this. You guys are all flooding the mine. That's awesome. Spread the word, guys. Let everybody know. Click the clicky things. Hit the like and subscribe and the bell and all that stuff. Keep hearing that Harley. I want to see it. It's too loud to be a cop bike. It's somebody's personal bike. Internet is saying found guilty. Yeah, I first degree murder. Like I said, they're prepping. They know that this is going to piss everybody off. Some streams went down. Well, send them here. I'm not down.
Law enforcement presence.
Whoa, it is a cop bike. And he's got loud pipes on that thing. That's crazy. They usually don't put that on the police ones. Fate Chick, that's a new name. Welcome, welcome. What does that say? VEPRK. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome. Bob Johns, welcome. All these new names. Awesome. Bob Johns, another Canadian. Yubi, you got company. I can't answer that, DB, but I'm pretty sure in Texas it applies. Okay, that was going to be my next question. Is the Mrs. Angry says yes, they have the death penalty, and yes, at 17 he is eligible for it.
They saying your stuff is still blurry over there. I'm sorry. Or your subscriber saying your channel.
Honey, can I steal smoke from you?
Barry?
Still blurry over there?
No.
Yeah, because it's clear to me.
Yeah, I'm clear, I think.
Are they? What are they saying on your thing? This is not okay. None of this has ever been okay.
Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Holy crap. Up to 40 viewers that fast. Everybody else must have went down.
All right, thank you for being here, folks.
Hello, Bob. Who's a Bob? I didn't see a Bob.
I'm showing you the scene outside.
What? Yeah. Snook says hello, honey, and hugs.
All right, something's popping off over here. I'm gonna go over here. See what's going on.
Faith just said they love the DP in Texas. You might want to spell that out.
Jail investigates boots on the ground.
So he just said they love the DP in Texas. I think they're talking about the death penalty, but Hog Wild, thank you very much. Well, I think he's 19 now, maybe? I'm not sure. I think he was 17 when the crime happened. Bob Johns, howdy.
get wild out here.
See, they already knew that he was going to get convicted. Got ice cream in my mouth. Sorry, ugh, cold tongue. Yeah, they know he did it. They know his defense sucked, and they're just waiting for this. They were ready for it. Notice how all these people just showed up out of the blue? They were staged and waiting.
Exactly. Have the same energy towards the case.
Your ass is real, but you don't like what the fuck you mean. No, I'm not going to talk about because you're trying to talk about me and I'm not going. You're trying to argue that comes like me.
Please leave that coke alone. You don't understand.
Yes, it was at a track meet. That is correct.
Everybody said the same thing.
We're not hostile. We're very independently free acting people.
It could be any of ours.
Yeah, they were trying to say that Austin Metcalf stabbed himself. That he intentionally ran tonight. They're so ridiculous with this crap. Oh, I better check and see if there's... Look at the... Where's the refresh button? Can't see. 2 dozen deputies outside the court. Oh, there's much in the courtroom too. Well, Miles isn't saying they released the verdict yet. He's there. He's inside the court, so I'm trusting in his. It's a good question, D. It's a good question. If they were smart, they would.
You got the right to argue. Don't nobody want to argue with you. You're a child. You're a child. You are a child. You don't know shit. You're a child.
Thank you.
What do you know?
You're 19 years old. You're a child.
Thank you.
You don't even know what the fuck you talking about. You're a kid.
Wasn't even around for most of the shit.
Well, he's the same age as Carmelo Anthony, so I guess that means something. U.S. Marshals are there. Jeannie, good afternoon. Yeah, you're correct. People, when they're allowed to do this, they're going to keep doing it. You're absolutely correct.
I have no reason, a lot of emotions. I don't have any emotions. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you don't like what I'm saying, get the fuck out there.
Well, Joe, according to my source, they haven't released it yet. I think they're waiting for this to come outside. I think they're still staging. Yeah, right, Hubie? What, dear? Okay, then put an alarm or something, because I'm going to probably be asleep too. And then you know. Oh, now they're arguing with each other. They all got their phones out. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Power, resist, look at me. Every single one of them's got a phone out, except for the 19-year-old kid. Oh, look at that side. Oh, that's why nobody likes it. Angel Range, you are absolutely correct. Welcome to the channel.
What's your basis? Is he supposed to stand there and take an ass whooping? Okay.
Yeah, you can stand there and take an ass whooping. That's better than killing somebody.
Thank you for showing your sign. What about if Carmelo never stood up? He gets attacked by a guy 60 pounds larger, okay? And what's he supposed to do on the inside? They got me on a live talking, advocating.
Because the motherfucking argument. And you telling people of a different motherfucking race to argue. But you standing up for black folks, right? He's trying to free a black motherfucker, and you saying argue. But that makes sense. And you a black motherfucker. But I'm just
It's all got to be racial. It has nothing to do with the fact that he killed somebody. It's all about the race. This is bad. This is bad. This is not a good sign. The way this popped up this fast like this is not a good sign. There's going to be marching in Dallas tonight. Shit's going to pop off. I'll tell you what, though, I wouldn't be a white guy there without 10 guys around me. I would not be a white guy by myself down there right now. Right, Apache? That's what I'm saying. You throw hands. If you get your ass whooped, it's a lesson learned.
Is the black man gonna get justice or what?
Angel Rain, I agree.
Stand for black people too? Or is it whites only law? What's taking so long, Collin County? Stand your ground. Come on, people, where the people at? They all in deep. Y'all said 205. What's taking so long?
Well, you guys are acting like retards or ridiculous people.
Are y'all being some cowards? With your whites on the jury? With the judge and the DA that was having a partying with Metcalf's family? We know the rig is in. What's taking so long? What's taking your...
Come on, John. Come on, John. Let me make sure it's not mine. Oh, no. Come on. There's so many phones going down there right now. There's so many phones going down there right now. Let me check this, see what's happening here. Oh, are we back? All right.
Hold on a second, folks.
All right, we
I don't know
back.
if your Wi-Fi went off. I think it went off, or the hotspot went off. We're gonna get it back up.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
What I miss? Who's? Oh, I see. Okay. Doc G, what's up, brother? Freebird, hello. I don't think I said hello to you. Thank you for joining. There he goes. He's having problems with the Wi-Fi, guys. He'll come back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, if he was using Wi-Fi from the building, they may have shut the Wi-Fi down from the building, or there's so many people hooking into it that
back?
the signal's weak as hell right now. This happens down at ICE all the time.
Stay out of the sun here for a minute and wait for a verdict.
She's good, Jeannie. She's snoring right now. She had a long night. She's catching
All
up.
right, waiting out here for the verdict, and then we'll see the reaction out here. JLR investigates.
Yeah, you're not seeing any masks because there's no Antifa. This is like more of a BLM type crowd. I guarantee you the BLM movement has something to do with this crowd that's here.
You did a fantastic job on
Thanks.
the
What's your
Savannah
name?
Larry.
Hi, Larry. Nice to meet you.
On the Savannah Guthrie thing. Tremendous job, man.
Thank you, Larry.
I had you on YouTube all day long.
Awesome. Thank you.
You have a lot of energy, my friend.
It's hot out here today.
Where are you from?
Florida.
Okay. Thanks for all you do, man. I appreciate
Call me a nomad. I'm a nomad now.
Yeah, that's pretty true, huh? Any what's
Traveling
your next?
journalist.
What's your next?
17 minutes.
Don't know
He's
yet.
still not
Maybe Arizona,
posted any
maybe-
updates.
Hawaii, maybe
That'd be awesome.
Alaska.
All right.
We'll stay under the trees right now
Yeah, exactly.
and wait for this verdict under the trees, and then we'll see the reaction. I'm sure the crowd will react.
Yeah.
Inside the Carmelo Anthony trial, JLR investigates.
Yeah, Jonathan's usually on top of everything. He had a little Wi-Fi problem. He fixed it quick. Jonathan's on top of his shit. He knows what he's doing. And then just like that, it goes quiet again. It's all performative. It's all an act. They don't really believe anything. They don't really care about anything. It's all an act. It's very disappointing. Yes, please. Click the clicky thingies. Hit the like button if you would. That'd be great. I haven't even looked to see.
Oh, you're good. All right, SWAT came with a van.
All right, you guys aren't doing too bad with the
SWAT
like
has a van
button.
over there.
And those a few of you that haven't hit it, I would appreciate if you did.
We're staying there with the dynamic reason. Oh, I'm sorry. You mind if I plant this here? I'm gonna hang out with the dynamic reason.
Go back. I'm on live chat. We're good. There we go. I'm getting a few more. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Out here.
Appreciate that.
Over here. Tensions are high, folks.
Thank you, Angel's Rain. Let me double check this again. See if he's got anything new going on.
If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you
Nope.
sub up.
19 minutes, still the same post.
For boots on the ground coverage jockey here at Carmelo Anthony verdict.
He's been very, very on top of posting updates. So, yeah, they're getting set up for releasing this verdict. They know it's gonna pop off as soon as they officially release it. This cop's out here drinking. Come on. Easy Evil G. Welcome, welcome. Why does this bike cop keep moving around so much? He's driving me crazy. I keep hearing it. Dogs and water cannons. They might enjoy the water cannons. Apparently, it's really hot.
Verdict watch, folks. Come on in.
Verdict watch.
We're gonna keep it right here. We're gonna wait.
Analog Kid, did you know? It's the one place I'm glad I'm not today. Yeah, I agree. Although, if I was close enough, I would probably be there with my camera.
You can see the whole side?
Yeah, I'm back now. Tell them who you are. You can't go up the street. Stay there. All right, go ahead. Tell them who you are.
Each cup is bigger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those cops can't become women.
Loud. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Self-defense is not a crime. It is not. Too bad it has nothing to do with this case. Because this case is not a self-defense case.
Who are you?
Me, Cherry Pie.
Tell them who you are. That's your YouTube handle?
No, listen to that cackle. You know she's crazy.
Oh, that's a real name. Girl,
I get nervous.
Now don't look at it. They can't see it.
Okay.
Just look at the lights.
Okay.
All right, so just give them the thing.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What is Cherry Pie? You can follow me.
Doom Crew, you're about to get yelled at. Welcome, but you're about to get yelled at. Snooks is going to get you.
And just doing what I gotta do. I look forward to the coming home party this weekend. Good, how are you?
Oh, you start shaking it off. Be good. They asked about you and that's why I put you on. Man, it's so pixelated. How did you fix yours? How'd you fix it?
Horses and cattle promos.
Went on
It is in
it.
Texas. Yeah, you would think there'd be more horses out there, wouldn't you, Hubie?
Hey, I'm gonna jump out real quick, guys. I'm gonna jump back in and see if I can get in this 15 spot real quick. So let me do that and I'll come back.
All right, so we're here.
It seems like there are quite a few people that are in support of the Metcalfs there, so curious to see what that's going to lead to. But if you guys have been watching for a minute, it was very encouraging to see that 19-year-old black kid that was standing up for Austin and his family. That was very encouraging.
We got 20,000 people currently watching in our live.
Oh, Doom Crew, she's jumping on people that are talking
We're
about
coming down.
other. See, there it is right there. You're promoting anyone else in here. I don't think they're promoting. I think they're just letting me know in case I want to go check them out. But unfortunately, I can't do MDG. Oh, MDG I can do. Yeah. MDG I can. It's BG I can't do. But MDG is not on the ground, so he's doing the same thing I am. He's restreaming. No, MDG is cool, but he's just a restreamer, so I'm not going to get any more out of him than I'm getting out of JLR. But I appreciate you letting me know.
All right, so Hunter Metcalf.
Just letting you know.
Guilty. He's found guilty.
Oh, you're saying he's on his way down there, so he is going to be
found
boots on the ground,
guilty.
Doom Crew? That's interesting.
He was found guilty. Guilty. He's found guilty of murder.
Oh,
He's found guilty of murder.
did we release it?
He's found guilty of murder.
A Collin County jury has found Carmelo Anthony guilty of murder. Yep, JD Miles just posted it. So it's official. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, actually, that is good news. Thank you, guys. If he's going boots on the ground, I did want to know that. No, I got you, Doom Crew.
Guilty of murder. All right, we're live. We're live.
She's
We're
just
live.
applying
Sorry,
the rule generally. It's all good. Nobody's getting kicked out. She's just generally saying the rule.
Woman
Nobody's
here is
getting
crying.
singled out.
Woman here is crying.
Yeah, but that'd be interesting. I've never watched MDG actually on the ground before, so I would be interested if somebody sees when he goes live and tells me, don't yell at him, Snooks, because that's something I want to know. Please, don't yell at him for that. Oh, are they crying? Oh my God. Are you serious right now? She's not even really crying. That is so fake as hell. So performative. Oh my God. Is that a white chick? Liberal white women.
All right, well, I don't see necessarily outrage here, like screaming and yelling.
Yeah, that's
After
not
the
even
verdict
real.
has been announced. I don't hear a lot of visibly like chants and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Doom Crew. I've actually
quite
even
a few
been on
people in shock.
a panel with MDG before. I know who he is.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Where? Thank you.
One day.
He was jumping and giggling 2 minutes ago, right? It's all performative. Look at me, I'm a white chick and I'm crying for the black guy that just murdered somebody. Everybody click on my social justice Instagram page. I'm going to turn this up a little bit, guys, so I can hear what they're saying. If it's too loud, let me know, but I want to hear what they're saying.
And you follow that bitch. Shut your
Have a great day, Doom Crew. Thanks for jumping in, man. Get that baby out of there. What the hell is wrong with you?
You out here with a baby! Shut your ass up!
Get that baby!
You out here with
Get
a
that
baby!
baby out of here!
You are out here with a baby! You are out here with a baby!
Can't argue that one. Why in the hell is she out there with a baby?
You are out here with your family! You dumb motherfucker!
Man, that's a crazy example. You talking about involved. Look at what you got your kids into.
Right? Don't fuck with Big Sarge.
What you got your kids into. Wait.
We're getting testy out here, folks. Little skirmishes.
I don't think there's anything we can do about this, guys. I think there's so many cameras going right now. This is what happens when you get this many people all streaming at the same time in the same spot. I don't know, Hog Wild. I'm going to guess probably a month. Usually they'll put it off for the next month. I'll tell you what, in the meantime, let me go look, see if I can find anybody else down there. Unfiltered, he's doing the same thing I am. Arturo's doing, oh God, everybody's on now. What is, Arturo's got an overhead cam. Where's that coming from? Got Middle Eastern cameras. Oh, a Seaside camera.
Where's your morality? He ain't got none. Are you a man? Man. No. Why do you get in a woman's face? Because he a bitch. Why do you get in a woman's face? Hey, why do you get in a woman's face? A woman's face. A woman. And then you try to misgender her and disrespect her. I don't know your name. I don't know anything about you. Where's I don't know. Where's the person?
Uh-oh. Something's popping off.
Justice will come for everybody. I'm sorry. One day, justice will come for everybody. I don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. Justice will come for everybody.
Some of the people that have been attending have been coming out.
The rig was in. It's a straight rig. This rig.
Let's go ahead and talk about it.
It's all right.
Why you got that Masonic lodge on your courthouse?
But that's all right.
Where's his soul?
I got a couple minutes.
It's okay.
Oh, awesome.
I'll back up.
Thank you.
But when I'm ready to go back up them steps,
So, I mean, let me
I'm
know
going to find them doors.
Y'all voted for Donald Trump. Y'all voted for him. Y'all did that.
Oh shit, those two are next to each other again?
What was your words? What was your words? What was your words?
Oh, he's shaking hands now. Maybe he's being good.
One more time. Thank you. Thank you. I apologize for just walking away. My emotions are high right now. Shut up, Crocker. It's all right. Justice will come. Justice will come.
Yeah, I think it was first degree murder, actually. Let me look back over here. It just says murder. It doesn't say which degree. It just says murder. Oh my God, why do they gotta be so ratchet? You gotta be so ratchet. How about your crack for breakfast?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Joe, I'm not too bad. I'm tired, but I'm okay.
Hurry.
Oh, Snooks, are you sure on that? Is that why they haven't said it? Because they haven't figured out which degree yet?
I'm lost for it. I don't know what to do. I got 5 more.
Hey, y'all.
I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them.
Candace Matthews finna get on live, guys.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. Yeah, man, there's a lot of examples there.
Baby girl got hurt. I'm angry and I'm hurt. I'm angry because I'm
Look at those nails. Look at those nails. Come on. You don't know nothing about real life.
You did, Judge.
You got nails like that, you don't know nothing about real life.
On the back. Everybody gon' get some attention to that.
Oh, are they cracking off in Belfast, Joe? I'll have to check that out.
If you are not on their designated spot. Now, all around. Everyone get up. No, don't take it there. Don't take it there.
Yeah, two goats. I'm with you. Wonder if that's the family right there or something in that rig.
Lord,
Injustice happened here today. Injustice happened here today.
Y'all can talk to him right here in the grass.
Injustice happened here today. Injustice happened here today.
That's that guy that talks for him all the time. That guy's a big old fraud. Didn't they pay him like some exorbitant figure or something to speak for him? Like 6-figure fucking thing.
Scoot back a little bit, though, man. Scoot
And
back a
all he
little
was doing is making the family look dumber than they really
I'm
are.
gonna be right between you, sweetheart. There you go.
So that I can be able to
Say this one time. I will say this one time, and one time only. I speak on behalf of myself, I speak on behalf of myself as president of the Next Generation Action Network. The Next Generation Action Network wanted to respect this process, to be able to make sure that nobody said that the Next Generation Action Network obstructed this process, interfered in this process. But what this process did is shown that Black lives do not matter in Collin County.
come on with it.
It showed us that time and time in American history, it has shown us to remove emotions from yet the law. This trial showed that it put emotions over the law.
Yeah.
After Trayvon Martin and so many countless names, it has shown us that Black life is not safe in Collin County.
Facts.
It showed us that they did not listen to the law. It showed clearly that a judge interfered in this process. It showed very clearly that a Black boy was allowed not one Black soul on a jury.
Oh, his life.
And all
It showed
white
clearly that
jury
a black boy stabbed a
convicted
white boy
him
to death.
in 2 to 3 hours. We know that they did not prove their case.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wait a second. I think finished talking.
They are
Candace,
currently
wait a second.
sentencing Carmelo Anthony. But we know that the Next Generation Action Network put the first $10,000 towards an appellate attorney.
see, yeah, he
And
is
we will
grifting. Notice how he
fight
keeps
Collin
saying the
County
organization
right
over and over again.
I respected this process. I allowed and called for peace in this process.
Huh, see where that got us.
Didn't get you anywhere. You're outside.
But
You ain't
Black
part of this.
America should be very upset about what went on today.
Yes.
Now, before all of the internet lawyers and before all of the interpretation of the situation, I'm only an advocacy leader. I'm not an attorney.
No, you're
I
not. So
can
shut
only
the hell
help
up.
families be able to navigate these processes when they find themselves in this type of situation. I can only allow lawyers to be what they are.
He thinks he's the new
Lawyers.
Sharpton or
I can't
Jackson.
instruct them. I can't stop them from doing anything. I have to respect the process just like anybody else. But what we saw today was flawed, unjust,
It hurt, man.
and I ask that the community continue to pray for the Anthony family I do not speak for them, but I know that the next generation internet work
I cannot
will be
speak for
here
them,
and
but I'm
support
out
it.
here speaking for them.
My heart hurts right now because an ignorance of the law was done here today. Clear. We posted the jury instructions. And right now, what we are seeing is a travesty. It lets us know that black lives do not matter in the criminal justice system. It lets us know that we are not going to be afforded the same
He
laws
still has
as
his life,
anybody
so shut
else.
the hell up.
And I give a damn about nobody that feels like I'm playing the race card here. For 400 years, our people have been at the liberty and have had to suffer at the liberty of these laws. I'm speaking facts because that blood of slavery is in my blood, not yours. And it's not for you to look at me and say, I'm playing the race card. I'm just a black man living in America. The fact supports that. You say I'm upset? Hell yeah, I'm upset. I respected this process. But we're going to fight like
Apache, he
hell
got
to make sure that
convicted of
Collar
murder.
County know that Carmelo Anthony is not going to go away.
And we behind you.
I want to thank all of the people who traveled across this country,
He almost done.
to all of the media's community
Okay.
supporters and people who have taken Carmelo Anthony as their own baby.
Thanks.
I salute you. I thank you. And we got work to do. Thank
But
you
I
and God
talked to
bless.
his daddy though. I talked to the daddy.
Oh, I'm
But
finna
I ain't gonna.
put you
I'm gonna
on.
talk
Hold
to
on.
you offline.
Okay,
I'm gonna talk
I
to you
got you
offline
on.
about that.
Hold on, let me get you on. Send it back to you. I got you on now, Candace. Now, what you think about it? I know it,
I
baby.
think this is exactly what we've already predicted from the beginning because they did not give this boy a fair
Am I
trial
the only
from
one
the
that
beginning.
thinks?
You understand what
Right,
I'm saying?
I
So
have a
this is the
dream.
purpose
I have a
of the
dream
appeal
that every
process.
young black man
right,
This is the
can
purpose
stab a
of the
white man
appeal
in the heart.
process. Now, I've been in talks with Carmelo's dad.
right,
I've been in talks with his attorney. Matter of
right,
fact, I talked to the dad yesterday and I talked to his attorney on today. And
right.
so I will be in talks with them in regards to what the legal strategy is going to be and things like that. So we're still coming
Okay,
on Thursday, but we already made that understood to the dad that we would definitely be behind him with this.
right,
And I want to share this with everybody that's watching is that one, we cannot be everywhere at the same damn time, y'all.
right,
Okay? Because I had some people that were saying, like, you need to be here now, baby. No, I'm going to be there when I say I'm going to be there. And I
right.
said that we are going to be there on Thursday because one, they sped too fast with this trial.
Right. It was too
They
fast.
sped too fast.
It's
It was
bad
too
too
fast.
fast.
You know what I mean? Because give or take, I thought for sure they
It
would have
didn't take them long to
deliberated
figure this
on
shit out. It
Thursday.
was ABC.
They did this too fast. And then also I want to
Let me turn
clarify.
down. I'm listening to you.
I want to I want to clarify with everyone that it was not an all white jury,
Right,
but it wasn't no blacks in that jury.
right.
So how was that a jury of his peers? That was already doomed from the jump.
Already from the jump, baby.
It was already from the jump. So it's not like we kind of prepared for this. That's why we said we were coming Thursday. We kind of prepared for this. But his legal
Bourbon
team
Rose, hello.
will be doing an appeal on this.
Right,
So it ain't over. It ain't over, y'all. It
right,
ain't over.
It's over
We
for
already
Carmelo.
knew that this is what the direction they were going to try to go in.
And unfortunately, it's been
right.
over for
There's
Austin
also
Metcalf
an
for a while.
appeal process. There's an
Yes,
appeal
Leona,
process.
welcome. And yes, this
That
happened in
boy did
Texas.
not intentionally murder him. Absolutely not. That
And
was not intentional.
my
That
thing
wasn't
is,
premeditated.
my thing is the way the defense rests so fast. Do you feel like
He
they
did not
already knew
intentionally
it
murder
and
him.
just was waiting on the
Look
appeal
here.
He just
process?
wanted to,
Let me say this
lightly
again.
stab him in the
Yeah.
heart.
The jig was already in, bro. Come on. That was a
Right.
telltale sign right there.
Yeah, it because that was too fast. And so
It
me
was
know
too fast. trying to do a rocket docket with this case.
Right.
It was too fast.
Too
And
Right.
then on
fast.
top of that,
Because it was a
it should have been
open
a
and shut
change of
case.
venue with
Right.
this
Dumbass.
case from the beginning.
Right.
You see what
CJC
I'm
Woot.
saying?
Welcome,
So
Right.
welcome. Just
we're definitely
J1's
gonna be
girl,
there on
gal.
Thursday.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I will be
Welcome to
talking with
everybody. If I
Carmelo's
missed any,
dad.
Chris Jarvis.
Right.
I try to
I'll be
hit
talking with
everybody
him
when I see him in the chat. If I miss anybody, sorry.
tonight once everything kind of died out.
Right.
Because like I said, we talked with them yesterday, and
Right.
he already know that we're coming on Thursday. So we
Okay.
need to make sure that we have everybody there on Thursday for this
Yep, they're
press
already
conference.
setting up.
But
Right.
I want my people to understand. Don't fall for the traps
Right.
of being, where they trying to set you up to get out of character. You understand what I'm saying? We got
Yeah.
to be strategic with what we're doing, y'all. We got to be
Right.
strategic because
Right.
Strategic about
they're
what? What are you
laying
going to do?
any
The verdict is in.
type of trap to try to make it like black people are violent.
Let me see what JLR is looking at.
Yep. You know that's what's going on right now. You know, but it's hard
They're crowding. They're
for
crowding
people
around
to keep
again.
their emotions right now.
Sorry,
You
I'm
know,
tired of
it's
hearing
hard.
this
Understand?
dumb chick. Let's go see what
I
Yeah, it's
understand, but
hard
see
right
that,
now.
but
You
we,
got
JLR's
we
people
got to
hearing.
crying and
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
This chick's dumb. I don't want to listen to her no more.
You have to go to hell for your life. Every sin you have committed. Now you have to you're gonna have to answer for it.
Mega Strong. Hello, that's a new name.
Every race, male and female. No one escapes the judgment of God. Today is that day. You can be free from sin. You can be free from bondage.
All right, JLR investigates. Out here, boots on the ground. Carmelo Anthony found
He
guilty
didn't
of
push you
murder.
off. He fell.
And out here, looking at reaction.
Why do these type of people always have to idolize criminals?
Everlasting life or eternal torment in the fiery hell pit. The choice is yours.
5 outside the Holland County Courthouse.
Oh, they started the sentencing phase already. All right, hold on. Let me blow this up for you guys so you guys can see this. Let me turn JLR down. Let me blow. Oh, we got to go to this one. Let's get rid of this, I think. And then we'll put this on. All right, I'm gonna have to go to this to read it. Let me turn this down so we can read this out loud. Here's JD Miles' update. Punishment phase ended abruptly after one witness, Carmelo Anthony's mother. Both sides rested after waiving opening statements. She said, the mother said, he's my oldest. He's my firstborn. He'll always be my baby. I love him very much. Defense asked, does your son regret it? Mother said, yes, he's very sorry for what he did. Punishment phase just ended after one witness. 2 questions from defense and 1 from the prosecution. Judge will work on charge. So the judge has to come up with the sentencing. So they're working on the punishment phase already. Now they didn't put up much of an argument on that one. Just her mom saying she loves him. So that's where we're at. Judge has to come up with the sentencing after hearing from the mother, and that's about it. All right, let's go back to JLR. See if anybody's fighting yet. That lady's still yelling.
We have the way for you to be new. His name is Jesus Christ. Today is that day. Today is that day. Don't live your life in vain. Don't do it.
So I'm told there's going to be a protest out here at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Protest at 6 p.m. out here.
Oh shit, that's in 3 hours. I don't know if I'll be awake for that.
And then text me and just put your name in so I know it's you. That's how I do it. Or it looks like there's going to be some sort of protest or demonstration out here at 6 p.m.
Chris Jarvis, I agree. I don't think they're going to give him the death penalty. It's too controversial nowadays. And it helps the defense with appeals because it's so controversial. If they just give him life, it's less of a thing that they can argue. Riot at 6, yep.
Don't leave here in a dead state. You are the walking dead. I was the walking dead. But because Christ died.
What is this lady yelling about? They will probably give him 25 to life because they like to think that he's so young he can rehabilitate, and then they'll start giving him parole hearings in a decade or so.
Nice meeting you. Yeah. I need to get back here and get
All right, what happened to that other channel? Are they showing anything now?
I think your Wi-Fi thing went off. I'm not sure.
Well, he's got a clear picture, but I don't know what he's showing.
Yeah, Steve, I see you. Nice meeting you.
Oh, I turned it off on accident.
Starlink doesn't work in this situation, so. You back on? Yeah. Okay.
He's waiting for the stuff to move down the road.
All right, we're back.
Oh, come on, JLR. Come on, Jonathan. You were back. Where'd you go?
Literally looked right down and said, you know he's out there. I was like, nope, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this other guy has a much clearer picture, but he's down the road a bit.
Already came in, yes. So, learning more while we're on. What's that? I'm trying to learn more right now while we're on.
Yeah, JLR was saying a few hours ago that it was already getting hot.
Okay.
No, they won't. Oh, Fox. I was sure. You want inside sticker? That was sure. $70.
In the shade.
They get their phones taken away, they get their tickets out of their hotel room, and they can't leave until this case. Whether or not they can't.
Wish he would quit buffering. He's in a way better spot, but his picture sucks.
Oh, our victim is
You get paid $50 a day. That's what I said. I said, if that's a day of work for your job, you need a new job. That's when I did in Dallas. I was 18 and didn't have a job. I was 18.
Thank you for talking to us. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Appreciate
Toon Goon, amen to that. Glad nobody recorded all the stupid shit I did back then.
Thank you. How are you? Say that again?
It seems like there's a lot more people that are for him being found innocent.
Oh yeah, out here. Yeah, that's waiting until it clears up some. Because the reception's choppy out here.
Well, guys, I think there's not going to be much more than yelling now until later. And I've got to get some sleep. I got to work tonight. If I, by some chance, wake up in a few hours, I will jump back on and try to restream whatever's going on down there this evening that they're talking about. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hate to cut it off when I've got more viewers than I've had all day. But I really got to get some sleep, and it looks like we're just sitting here watching the same shit now. So I appreciate, I said it already. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for jumping in. I saw a bunch of new names in there. Jesse, that's a new name. So turn the sound off on this. If you have not, you're welcome, Easy. If you guys have not hit the like and subscribe, I would implore you to do so. It's too hot right now, right? They're going to wait until it cools off later. Yeah, if you haven't clicked the things, I see. Let me see where I'm at now. You're not going to tell me? I got 52 likes. So hit the buttons for me. That's a free, easy way for you to support. I would appreciate it. And you guys are welcome for doing this. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And hit the bell button if you would, if you enjoyed my coverage, and come watch it again with me. In the meantime, I'm going to beg you guys to be good to each other. And Patriot on. Have a great day. And thank you, Snooks. You rock.